この昔から幾度もガノンという名の厄災に見舞われてきた歴史。
話そう。100年前何があったのか。
私が今までしてきたことは何の役にも立たなかった。
Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to the KwingsLetsPlays channel, and another Shrine stream series. How's everybody doing today? I can tell my voice doesn't sound the best. Been doing a lot of packing lately, and I actually did some writing yesterday, which was interesting. I wrote about the truth about the Nintendo Ambassador Program, and I'm actually making a video. I don't know when I'm going to have the video ready, per se, but it was nice to know that I still have the writing touch. So it's kind of what got me hired in the game industry in the mid-2000s. So I was happy by that I could still write, because I've had massive writer's block with that Teen Titans Judas Contract review that I believe only about a paragraph is written with a couple points about why the movie's good. I mean, as it stands right now, it'd be like a 2.5-minute video. Because, I don't know. I'm really good at bashing Warner Brothers stuff at the moment, so coming up with a positive and like a celebratory review is difficult. So I'm just really good at writing things about things I don't like the Ambassador Program, for instance. So yeah, but anyway, today we are going to different shrines, and if you guys want to help out, feel free to. The game's already been beaten many times over by now. I'd like to try to get the armor and stuff like that. So we have a ton of shrines to do, to be honest. So let's go here. I don't even know what this one does. But basically, I don't have anything against ambassadors per se, but I have issues with Nintendo's program because all it is creating glorified salesmen to combat game journalism. And Nintendo is no stranger to their disdain for game journalists. They went ahead and several years ago created the Nintendo Direct to get rid of their E3 presentations and other things, and to limit the amount of information that would be sent out to game journalism. And in the past 2.5 years, they've done the same thing where they've selected a group of basically cherry-picking a bunch of individuals to become known as Nintendo ambassadors, Nintendo brand ambassadors. And what Nintendo ambassadors think the program is, they get cool games, they get to go to events, they get to essentially work for Nintendo. What they don't realize is how right they are in that saying, because all they are is a giant advertisement of positive energy for Nintendo's games. And they have to do it for every game that Nintendo sends them, basically. And the reason why I know that it's all kind of like a big facade is you have people that remember when Star Fox Zero came out. I mean, I'm no longer part of the program anymore, so I can say whatever I want. And I'm going to say it more politely in the script that I have written. It's both pretty funny and I like how it came out. It adds a lot of levity to the terrible situation, which I don't have right now. And my voice is all jacked up because I was packing and stuff. I had a friend come over and we packed up most of the office. Although when we opened up the closet to see all the stuff, it's like crazy. I'm dreading it. Remember, it took about 3 months to pack up the previous house, and we only have about 3 weeks. So we just kind of have been doing a little bit every day. That's all I could think about. All right, so I have to light these things. Is that? There's torches here. So what do I need to light exactly? I'm probably making this harder than it need be. Let's see. Let's get our bow and arrow out. But no, when you're a part of this Nintendo program, you have to do and say exactly what they tell you. It's not just like, oh, Nintendo's reaching out to their fans and you're going to get some cool products and stuff like that. You're becoming an extension of their brand, meaning that you have to be a good monkey and do what you're told, or they'll remove you from the program. And so, I mean, it's a lot more than just getting press copies. And in a sense, you're not really getting press copies to begin with. Probably have to do something to make that water go away in order to light all these torches. Because if I keep going, like, stuff is going to get all messed up. What does this do over here? Probably be a good idea to walk over there to begin with. Da, 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 da. But I had some run-ins with them, like, over my almost 2 years with them. As long as you're doing exactly what they tell you, like, you can stay in the program. But it's not something that I would say is very ethical. Most of the people who are in the program, they're like super energetic and happy on every single Nintendo aspect. Even if they go ahead and they do, let's say, 100 videos for one game. If you watch them, you'll notice that the game that they're covering, they are 100% like, what's the word am I looking for? Even the bad qualities of the game, like they say, are good. And that creates kind of a paradigm when a reviewer does the game, because who are you going to go and watch? Are you going to watch the fan that has the game out exactly the same time as the journalist? Or are you going to watch the journalist? And Nintendo's brilliant strategy is, with their Nintendo ambassadors, they've created an army of positive feedback on everything they do. They can do no wrong anymore, because the people that have the engaged, expanded audience, you know, they're going to go and watch this YouTuber because they believe that this YouTuber is right, when in reality, they really aren't. They're just, like, doing a job that they don't even realize they're doing a job. This is going to make everything go out, isn't it? Oh, I see. That thing is shooting water. Okay. So then I need to make sure that water doesn't touch anything, I think. All the torches should be lit here, right? Ah, cool. So basically, the reason why we're not a part of the program is I did stuff what I always do, which, I mean, they didn't even really give you a reason. You know you're going to be let go from the program when they tell you that you are under review, because if you read your agreement, it says that you are going to receive Nintendo products, you'll get to go to events, and you're going to get a special newsletter called the Nintendo Ambassador Newsletter. And then afterwards, you know, they'll continue to work with you, but you have to do certain talking points. And it's not just talking points. Like, the things that they ask you to do, it reminds me of... I think I can say this now, because it's kind of like... They don't do it anymore, but... Ubisoft back in the day, when you would work with their YouTube program or their content creator program, you had to do everything that was listed in the agreement that was given by you. And that included talking about things that were super favorable as per their language of their contract. And a lot of people eventually stood up and said, okay, you know, this is kind of not ethical, because if you're sending out a product for a reviewer to look at, or, you know, somebody to share with their fan base, unless they are super upfront and say, okay, this is a sponsored video, you can't say anything negative, and, you know, we're using you as an advertisement, and you agree to that and get compensation or whatever, that's fine. But a lot of people eventually, especially with Rayman Legends, they were paying people to say good things about, you know, certain aspects of the game that weren't really good. There were, because games, every game has issues, you know, whether you believe it or not, it does. And Star Fox Zero came along, and Amber and I were the only ambassadors when we covered the game. And this is why Nintendo didn't promote our video series, and it had very low views compared to the other ambassadors, because per their agreement, they're supposed to support your series. We weren't incredibly critical, but we said things like we didn't like Slippy, the controls weren't very good, they didn't respond very well. It's just being myself, like how I've always looked at games. And the phone calls started. And I'm like, okay, they called them weekly checkup calls. This is a true story. I'm not going to name the names of the person of contact, but we would get emails. They weren't bad in the beginning. They're just like, you know, just going over the code of conduct. Like, you need to stick to these talking points. And then I would talk with them, because I'm no spring chicken. I'm not a kid. You know, I've been in the game industry since I was like 20 years old. I started small, worked my way up to the big leagues. You know, so I know, you know, it's like I went to a semester of college. I know how psychology works. You know, I'm just messing. But it seemed odd that even for the really bad games, that the ambassadors that they selected were either ones that were emotionless and didn't really, in their video series, they would just tell you things about the game, and they would just kind of gloss over the bad aspect of it, or not mention it at all, even when it happened during their Let's Play. Like, they would show no... not necessarily ill will. They wouldn't... What's the word am I looking for? They wouldn't break character from what Nintendo told them to do. And a lot of people, they just signed on about 100 new ambassadors, I believe, if you go to Twitter and all this other stuff. And they're creating a new group of ambassadors that, with all the new games coming out, I've already heard there's problems with ARMS. And I've heard that there's problems with some of the other games that are coming out. Not necessarily Fire Emblem Echoes, but like some other Nintendo games. And these channels are going to be getting the game 2 to 3 weeks earlier before the press. And their videos are going to be out there before the media. And every single video... Why isn't my sword glowing anymore? Is it because I beat the game? That's weird. That's very weird. The Master Sword is supposed to be glowing. That's weird. Okay. I guess we'll just stick to ancient arrows or bomb arrows or something. That's very strange. Alright. I don't even remember how to fight these guys anymore, because I've been relying on the Master Sword for the longest time. Let's see, we can use Ice Arrow, freeze them, and then just beat them up. Hang on, I'll continue my conversation after I load this guy up. Or freeze him, or whatever. Whoops. Wow, I'm a bad shot. There we go. I know, freezing is kind of not necessary, but I like doing it. Chill! Da-da-da-da. I'm gonna hide behind this. There we go. Okay, so since they've selected like this whole new group of ambassadors that are super psyched because they believe they're going to be working for Nintendo and all this other stuff, Nintendo has every right to let people out of the program like for not doing what they're saying, but that's not what they're telling people when you sign on. They're like, we're looking for fans to look at our game and to, you know, basically promote it is what they're doing, but they're not telling people that. They're telling people, you know, we love your content, you're a great Nintendo fan, and we want to work with you to help you grow, and at the same time to, you know, show our product to your fans, to your fan base, to your engaged, loyal fan base. And what this does is this creates a paradigm. Like, this creates a problem because you have all these people that I don't think they're dishonest by nature. I really don't. But in order to stay in the program, you have to do certain things that, if you have ethics, this is going to create kind of a problem for you. You know? With me, I mean, aside from being up all night sometimes, like, especially when there was a game bad and getting the phone calls. And, you know, the emails and things like, you know... It was kind of like, this is nuts, you know? So, I mean, I'm glad I'm out of the program now, and it doesn't mean I'm not going to cover Nintendo games. I won't be getting them early anymore, so you just have to trust my opinion, basically, over these ambassadors, because you are not going to find anything... you're not going to find anything truthful in their videos. Yes, their videos will be out first. Yes, their videos will be promoted. Yes, they'll have lots of views. And they'll seem like really important, but they're only important as long as they do what they're told. Where's K-Wife? She is out getting more boxes and getting herself a tea at Starbucks so that we can pack some more. We did about, I'd say, 8 boxes yesterday. The entire game collection is packed. I kind of started packing the collectibles, like the Disney Infinity stuff and the statues and the comic books and some of the other stuff. But we're not taking apart the living room, which has basically been our office for a year and a half, pretty much, because Tink kind of destroyed the office, and she was very sick in her last years of life, last couple months. So she made a mess of the office. And unfortunately, the new cats both seem to think that the office is a litter box, so I can't really be up there very much. So at the new house, they're not allowed in the office at all. Cats are very territorial, so if they smell something or whatever, they have to leave their scent over the previous cat. So it's been a big mess. The good news is the new house we're going to, there was no previous pets, so they'll feel like, you know, after they adjust after a couple months, of course, you know, that everything will be hopefully better with that. I don't know. But that's why I don't use my office. But we're not packing up down here until the last week of May. I'd say it'll take, because we have PS4 games down here, the Switch stuff, and some Xbox One stuff, and of course our movie collection that we like having out for people to see when they come here, because it's good to have, you know, to show people your interests and stuff like that. So we have like an animation section with Batman the Animated Series stuff and G.I. Joe, Transformers, and then we have like our live action stuff where it has like Chuck and Lois and Clark and X-Files and all that other stuff. So that way you can get to know people based on the things that they like and stuff like that. Did I never do the shrine? I never did the shrine. Oh, okay. So, but I don't know. So the whole Star Fox Zero thing was, you know that the game was bad. But none of the ambassadors said it did. If they did, those ambassadors are part of the program anymore. And I've talked to some of them, because there were some other people that were kind of like, you know, it's not necessarily that I said anything bad about Star Fox that I'm talking about when I was talking to them. Because I did have fun talking to some of the ambassadors the other day. Sets foot in the shrine in the name of the goddess. I offer this trial. What's this trial about? Shields from water? What? Oh. You need Zora's armor for this. Okay. The people that were critical of certain Nintendo games, or not necessarily critical, they were like in their Let's Play or, you know, a lot of other stuff. They're not with the company either, and they didn't get the Nintendo Switch. If you didn't get the Nintendo Switch, or any of the Nintendo stuff like at... Wait, I should be able to swim up this waterfall. Shouldn't I? What? That doesn't make any sense. I'm wearing the Zora armor. What? Okay. But, that's the whole point of this armor. To swim up waterfalls. Unless I'm supposed to freeze the waterfall and climb up it. Guess I could try that. But I can't really freeze stuff, can I? Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Huh! Interesting. Freeze the water. I'm getting back to my point. And like I said though, I don't have any problems with the ambassadors or how Nintendo runs their program. I just think they need to be more honest about certain things, so that way, especially new people that are getting into the program, like they can understand, you know, what it's actually about. That they are just a glorified endorsement. And they can be let go at any time if they don't sell the product well. That's all it is, really. It's no different than, whoops, the Ubisoft practice and Rockstar back in the day, which Nintendo is the only company that still does, like, it the bad way. And you need to know this too, that you don't get whitelit status, or okay, you know what? I'm just gonna shoot him. You don't get copyright protection for being a Nintendo ambassador. That's also why a bunch of YouTubers, they sign up for it. They think that, oh my gosh, you know, now I'm gonna be protected and I can cover whatever Nintendo game I want. It doesn't work that way either. That's a completely different thing that I don't think I can share, because it's not. It has nothing to do with the ambassador program. That's a whole nother department that is impossible to get into without basically paying for it, like the media does. It has to do with a type of what's the wording that I can use without getting into trouble myself, because I don't want to rock the boat too much, because I do enjoy certain liberties, even you know, not being an ambassador, because that's how I'm able to look at whatever Nintendo game I want. Always have been, always will. So I probably can't disclose that. In fact, I'm kind of wondering why Tony hasn't called to be like, shut up. So I need to be careful. I just woke up, so that's why I'm like all... I don't know why, but whenever I sleep, I wake up and my voice is all like that. I don't know. And I sleep for... When I do sleep, I sleep for hours. It's been like that for years. I don't know what's going on. But I'm not going to any more doctors because they're all quacks. So I'm fine. But, I just want you people, because I know some of you are subscribed to ambassadors, and you like ambassadors over journalists because, you know, journalists are bad. They say things that I don't like, and this Nintendo fan, they don't say anything wrong with the game. Because they can't. If they want to be part of the Nintendo Band Ambassador program, they need to say as little information as possible. And if they're, quote, an expert of that franchise or whatever, they have to make sure that everything they say is completely 100% factual, or they will be let go. There's a whole code of conduct thing that you have to read before you sign, and it is filled with some of the craziest stuff that I've ever seen in my 15 years in the game industry. Like, it is excessively crazy. And, you know, I signed it without any further hesitation because, you know, even though I'm a journalist or retired or whatever, I was still able to get press copies about the week before the game came out. But in order to, the ambassadors had this ability to get games up to almost a month before anybody else. And they'd get to work on it. They'd get to do what's called exclusive previews and stuff like that. And it was just kind of crazy, you know? I totally messed up. Ah! So this is all about making waterfalls and stuff like that. Yeah, so I mean, you know, my video is probably going to cause, some people are going to think that I'm trying to roast people or whatever. That's not my intention. I've always been about, like, trying to showcase things in an honest way, to explain things, to alert people, because I still believe, even though game journalism has gotten very sensationalist over the past probably 5 years or so, like, things have gotten really sketchy. I still believe that there are a lot of good journalists that are honest and, you know, not taking any incentive. There are some that do, I'm not gonna lie. There are some journalists that do some pretty sketchy things, but not as sketchy as this Nintendo program. Like, this is like the Ubisoft program cranked to 11. And it just, it pains me because, I mean, Nintendo really doesn't need to do that. A lot of their games, minus Star Fox Zero and some others, don't have the type of problems that they're worried about. They are so terrified of negative feedback that they created this Nintendo brand ambassador program. And it is a type of conditioning. I will say that, because in their newsletter that you get, they show you the YouTubers that they want you to be like. People that overtly praise it, people who say nothing bad about it, people that are doing something that Nintendo can make it a commercial. And it is a commercial for their product because, by law, not many ambassadors do this because they don't want to appear as sellouts and things like that. So they won't add in their tweets. They'll say, oh, you know, I got this game as a review copy, like Game Explain or something. No, they didn't. They're part of the brand ambassador program, so they're supposed to add either ad or free product every time. In fact, even some journalists have to do that regarding the size of your publication. IGN has certain things that they've done in order not to go through that, and it's involved they paid money, which some companies actually do require that you do a licensing fee in order to look at certain products and things like that. And, you know, YouTubers don't have that kind of money, so that's why the program exists. I mean, you're getting free products, you have to alert people, because otherwise it's, not only is it dishonest, but if it's a paid advertisement, and as soon as that thing appears, or even if you say briefly, you know, I got this game, that is something that is going to affect your, you know, even if you don't think it is, it's going to affect, like, how you play the game, because you're excited that you got it for free and all this other stuff, so you may not mention so-and-so. Now, regardless of if I get games free or not, which, you know, companies, they've never really liked that about me. I do mostly favorable things, but at the same time, I don't. Like, if a game's bad, it's bad. If it's good, it's good. That's how I've always done it. And there are companies that continue to work with me because I do that. Namco, Konami, Square, Sony sometimes, Nintendo no. But, you know, I believe that honesty is important, and brand ambassadors aren't honest. They're not. As soon as you see, like, sponsored by Nintendo, and you're watching this video, and they get it, let's say they get, like, 100,000 views or whatever, they're trying to sell that product to 100,000 people, 200,000 people, whatever. You know, they're trying to appeal to their audience And they're not getting a commission as far as I know, but some brand ambassadors are receiving money. It's in the contract that Nintendo does do that. And they're supposed to disclose if they're receiving anything, which they don't, because YouTube views go down when you alert your audience that, hey, this is an advertisement, or hey, I got this for free, because there's still people that don't like that, you know, you're getting a product for free to show to them, and they call it sellout, they call it whatever, but every YouTuber is a sellout in a sense. As soon as you get paid for this, you become a sellout because it becomes a job, or it becomes a part-time job. For me, it's a full-time career. I quit being a journalist, even though I still have my credentials and my little United States media badge or whatever. I quit being a full-time journalist in 2012, and then I was part-time from 2013 to 2014, and then I created my own media company where technically I'm still a journalist, but not really, because I haven't done a review in 4 years, I think. I went toward like informational-based walkthroughs. Is how I kind of like shifted. I went, and I like doing that better because, I mean, I'm able to appeal to people. I can still do my opinion, and the game companies don't seem to mind because I'm still critiquing their stuff. I'm, you know, still getting people to download. Mobile is one of the most successful things for me in terms of like attach rate for people, you know, going and downloading things, and me expressing honestly what the mobile game is like. If it has issues, I tell you. And it's cool to see some of these mobile companies actually work with me to try to make their game better. That's pretty cool. That's cool to be a part of something like that. Nintendo, especially with Star Fox, I remember I said some things that were true, that were going around, which was, you know, we let people know in our series, and then they would write me, and they'd be like, Luke, don't talk about this because there's a patch coming, and we just want you to focus on this. I mean, what did you think about the flight? What did you think about the graphics? What did you think about, you know, they said, we need you to relate this to your audience. And I'm just like, wait a second. You know, this is getting kind of weird. And they did the same thing with Bravely Endlayer. Since they sent Bravely second, even though it doesn't matter that I bought the games afterwards, technically they can still pull down my videos because those were things that I received as a brand ambassador. And they did criticize how I looked at their stuff. Not gonna lie. I had so many phone calls that I felt like I was working for one of those publications again. Like, my editor was always yelling at me like, okay, we need to do a revision of this because this isn't the game company's not gonna like this. It felt like Nintendo was like kind of like my teacher that followed me home while I was doing homework and making sure that I did the assignment exactly how it was supposed to be. And they don't do that with other brand ambassadors because they don't say anything negative. So please keep in mind, especially with ARMS coming out and some other games that brand ambassadors will be a part of, like, go into this with an open mind when you watch these videos and just see for yourself what's happening. And just be very careful, you know? Because, I mean, this is not right. This is very shifty, you know? And I feel bad that I was a part of this program because maybe I misled some people without even realizing it. I tried my best to be honest and upfront about things, but maybe I didn't do a good enough job. Like, you know, I don't know what younger freelance or part-time me would have thought, you know, when I was working for companies like IGN and Got Game and Game Zone and so many others. You know, I don't know if I necessarily did my job correctly, and that makes me feel like I did something wrong, you know? And I've always been about trying to do the right thing, you know, not becoming a true sellout, because a true sellout is somebody that they shy away from the truth. So, I think I had the right idea about this, but I think I did something wrong. Can I reach that? I can't reach that. This is very clever. This is really, really clever. So the only way... How do you keep that one thing from moving, though? Because it slides, doesn't it? Oh. Yeah, it does slide. How in the world... What about that? And then I... This is weird. Try that. There we go. And I've made some friends with ambassadors, and like I said, I'm not trying to roast anybody. I'm just saying please be careful, and please, you know, when this video comes out, share it with people. You know, people need to know about this, because this is not a good business practice. It really isn't. You know, even Ubisoft back in the day, like, they were upfront about what it is you had to do. Like, they didn't shy away from it. We need you to help get positive feedback on this game because, you know, it didn't do well with game scores or something like that. So we want to work with YouTubers to kind of, like, you know, show a different audience. They would use words like different audience and stuff like that. And Nintendo uses words like engaged audience. Like, we want to work with people that have an engaged audience that they can help get positive feedback about our games. And they're going to continue to do this. I mean, I can't stop them. All I can do is, you know, I'll release this video. I'll try to keep it, like, not... Because sometimes when I make videos, like, I get... Because I'm human, and also, like, I have a learning disability and things like that, so I don't necessarily, like, think out things as much as a normal person would, in that respects. So, I mean, Amber's definitely gonna be going over my stuff, like, with a fine-tooth comb or whatever, like, before I release it, to make sure, okay, this point came out kind of a little bit too sarcastic, or maybe this was a little bit roasty, you know, so just revise it. She's kind of like my editor in the sense, when it comes to when I did reviews, because she would fix things so that it sounded better, or less, what's the word am I looking for? Less, oh crud, I didn't mean to do that. Less attack dog. Unless a game really deserved it. I mean, there were some scripts that I wrote that the games were terrible, and I got to do whatever I want. I remember those were fun. Rambo, the Rambo game a couple years ago, and stuff like that. So, I mean, what I want to do is I want to inform people as best I can, and with my audience, like, being all broken and stuff like that, there's probably not going to be that much traction, but I just want people to understand that there's a problem with the current language of the brand ambassadors and what they do. They basically dangle a carrot in front of people, like, that do the job well, and they'll send you to E3, or they'll send you to a special press event. They, you know, the ones that don't do, they do the same job, but they don't do it the way that Nintendo wants. They either get you out of the program and hire, like, 100 new people, which they have hired a bunch of new people. You can see on their Twitter, people are like, oh my gosh, I finally get to work with Nintendo, it's my dream. And they have like 1,000 subscribers or something. It's like, what? Because before the brand ambassador, you had to have a minimum of at least 150,000 subs. So pretty much anybody can get in right now, and they are looking for anybody because they got rid of about 50 or something like that. They got rid of people that questioned them, kind of like the Galactic Empire. Like, they're Darth Vader or Emperor Palpatine or something, you know. But I didn't go for the carrot. So I'm sorry if you guys liked seeing preview content and exclusive stuff from Nintendo. It's not gonna happen anymore. I hope you'll stick with me for just regular stuff. Like I said, I'm not going as extreme as some other former ambassadors and being like, I hate Nintendo, I'm done with this, blah blah blah. They make good games. Their business practices, a little evil, but the company in general is not bad per se. They're just misunderstood or ill-informed. It's maybe a nice way of doing this. So how am I supposed to do this? I might have to take a break just to figure out how to do this, because you can't really Wait, what is that? Oh, that's a chest. I can at least go and grab that chest, right? No, I can't because I can't use my wind magic. It's all about... This is somehow... Because I would need to fly up there. Oh, I think I know. So do that. And lift this up as high as possible. Then run down there and leap off that. Maybe then that'll work. Let's try that. I should be able to climb on that and then swoop off, maybe? Yeah, that should work. Bonsai! Oh, crud. I needed the key from over there, didn't I? Ah, I needed the key. Die. But yeah, just be... I would really like it if people are... Oh, drat. If they're conscious of that. Like, that would make me feel like, you know, I alerted people to some shady stuff, and I did my job. And at the same time, maybe Nintendo will do, like, they'll ratify something. Because, I mean... They're not telling people that it's that you're endorsing their product. They're telling people... Hey, if you're an ambassador, we'll give you free games. We'll give you carrots. We're going to dangle the carrot in front of you, and we love your content. We're going to promote you, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, you have to do, like, A, B, C, and D, and basically chuck your ethics. And, you know, if that's not a problem for you, then more power to you. But there's a reason why a lot of companies that work with games have ratified how they do stuff with YouTubers. Because some of it was pretty wrong. And I think that Nintendo, eventually, they could probably fix that. I don't know. If they don't, whatever. But, you know, if you guys spread the video on Reddit and all this other stuff when I make it, because it's going to get like 1,000 views, and, you know, it's very truthful. We go over the contract, we go over everything. I point out everything that's wrong with it and why it needs to be ratified. And, some work's going to go into this, and, you know, it's very true. And it's something that really needs to change. I don't want to be back in the program, but I don't want people that I've never met to basically be tricked. You know, it doesn't sit well with me. My name means Lightbringer or Truth Bearer or whatever. That's what Luke means. So, I mean, when I see things that are wrong, I can't just, like, ignore it. So, that's why I'm doing what I do. I'm not doing it to get back at Nintendo. I'm not doing it to burn bridges with ambassador friends or to point fingers. I'm doing it because it's wrong. So, that's all it is. Cool. So, we got another spirit thingy. But, anyway, speaking of randomness, let's see, what else can I talk about? Because I just wrote my script, like, after... Because I'm finally back in one of the networks that I really love. The only problem is they have kind of this old archaic system for monetizing videos. Oh my gosh. And YouTube has actually changed how many videos that a partner can monetize at a time. So from 7 o'clock last night until 5 in the morning, I sat on the Batman channel, hoping and praying none of my videos would get copyright claimed, because I'm not in the Warner Brothers network anymore. But what's funny, while I was in the network that Warner Brothers owned, Machinima or whatever, I didn't really get any deals through Machinima. That came from my own connections with Warner Brothers, which I'm pretty sure is going to continue to this, you know, new transition. But I was literally 30 videos at a time, and I had... Oh my gosh, how many videos do I have on the O1 channel? Close to 2,000, I think? I think it is close to 2,000. So from 7 o'clock until 5 in the morning, I sat at this computer and I monetized 30 videos at a time. I did 60 pages of YouTube videos. And then I just I had to upload Lego City and on the Let's Play channel. So I mean that's why I'm kind of zonked out. So while I was monetizing this stuff, I was reading over the brand ambassador thing, and I decided to speak out against it. Basically, they don't give you a reason why you're let go, but I'm pretty confident I don't know why it was. I have a good knack for figuring that stuff out. But it was hilarious that because I was talking to the guy, and I was like, so you guys have a system in place now to monetize the videos again, right? And he's like, yes and no. I'm like, what does that mean? He says, well, I would start with your popular videos, so the videos that have over 1 million views, and up to about, so you can start making income again. And he says, I would monetize those first, and then, just work your way towards the older videos. And I was just kind of like, okay, because when I went to... This channel's with Screenwave, by the way. They're a Philadelphia company. I really like them. I don't really like American MCNs, though. I don't like how they work because they block you in certain countries. For instance, we had 5,000 active viewers from South Korea. But because this is an American MCN, we are blocked from Hong Kong, Korea. We're kind of opening up in the Philippines again, which is good. We're blocked in Taiwan. But for some other reason, we're unlocked in the Arab countries. So we have all these new Arab countries now, like Egypt and some of the other places. There's so many of them I can't think. But we had actually been growing an audience in Asia for some time, and I would have people contact us and be like, is it okay if I use your videos in my classroom, because the way that you speak English is so crisp and clear, and you don't say anything that's profane, and you guys, it's something that I want my students to hear. So our videos were being played in schools in Japan and Hong Kong, and English teachers were using us. And it was really cool to get these letters, from these different people in Asia. And then when we switched to Screenwave in November, I got a bunch of emails from concerned parents from foreign countries asking me, did your YouTube channel get erased? Because we're reading all this stuff. And it's like, no. We had to switch MCNs because something bad was happening to our previous network. And we were told to get out before the network got closed by YouTube or something. So, I mean, and then I did some digging because I actually was going to own my own MCN at one point. I'm YouTube certified, I'm all that other stuff. And I'm old enough to the point where YouTube could have trusted me with my own network if I wanted to. And I was going to call it the Night Network. But, I was just kind of talking to them, and I was like, so what's up with this? How are you guys not able to be why are these countries blocked? And even they didn't know. But apparently most United States companies, they try to build an audience for you in North America. So Canada, United States, and Mexico. They don't worry about, what's happening with South Africa, and they're not worried about what's going on in Asia and stuff like that. And they don't think about trying to expand your audience outside of the country you live in. That's the problem with American networks. Companies that are in international waters, they promote your videos in every country that they have a license to do so. Which is, pretty cool. And that's how, the Kwings, after Maker Studios, that's how we did awesome. Is because we had, we were in a international network, and we were actually getting people from foreign countries that were using us to learn to speak English better. Because I'm not going to lie, the way that I speak, it's very easy to discern what I'm saying. I speak crisp, I speak clear, you can understand the words that I'm saying. Even if I speak a little fast sometimes, I enunciate well enough that you understand everything. More than most YouTubers. So, that's why we were doing really well in Asia. But currently, we can't be in Asia anymore. And I don't know how long... I like the people in Philadelphia, I really do. But when it comes to business practices, I mean, I'm going to want to try to find some way to get back my Asian audience. Because, we had 5,000 in Korea, we had a few thousand in Hong Kong, we had tons in Taiwan, and maybe you even recognize, missing a lot of names from the channel that you just don't see anymore. Because they can't, for whatever reason, their country's blocked. And it's, it's a problem, but, I mean, there's not much I can do. I can try to expand our American audience, but we don't appeal to what is considered a lot of Americans these days because we don't act like them. A lot of international people would embrace us because we don't act like a typical American. We don't talk about politics. We don't talk about a lot of things that Americans do. And so it makes us like very, not just advertiser friendly, but it also makes us very sought after for international things. So, I mean, when I read comments and stuff like people saying, your channel's dying, you can't reach your viewers, blah, 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 blah. You don't really have 300,000 subs. Right now, I don't because most of my audience has been cut off. We never had a big United States audience to begin with. According to the data charts that we had, there was about, I want to say about 50,000. And a lot of people subscribe for Disney Infinity. So you have like another 75,000 people that we got for Disney Infinity, which they won't watch anything but Disney Infinity. So that's why we're going to experiment with the Memoriam series that starts May 11th. So if you like Disney Infinity, we're going to be doing that. And I'm going to still make fun of it, because I hate Disney Infinity. I always have, always will. I'm coming up with thumbnail ideas in my head, actually, for what I'm going to do, like the In Memoriam, because May 11th is when Disney died. It's when it just was gone. So I'm coming up with thumbnail ideas. And what I'm going to do with the series, I mean, maybe we'll look at toy boxes that were some of the last ones we ever downloaded, or maybe we'll build something. I'm not very good at building, though, so, I mean, maybe some interior stuff. I don't know, but it's going to be a mini-series. And it's going to be good for that, because while that's going up, I'm not going to be working much next week, except for the Injustice thing that's coming out, and, wow, I'm having a hard time speaking. The Injustice mobile thing is May 11th, and May 9th is LEGO Dimensions. So, that can't be all the shrines. I've done more than that. Yeah, there's one right here. It's like, what the heck? There's more shrines. I had brain fog for a second. So yeah, we're doing a Disney Infinity tribute series. I want to call it Memoriam. In Memoriam to Disney Infinity, or in memory of. And Amber's like, that's too grim. She's like, we should say it's a tribute series. It's like, no, that's not cool enough. So, May 11th, we're gonna do that. It'd be interesting if all the viewers come back, though. Like, I posted Disney Infinity series, because I would joke around about this. Like, we would have a bad month, right? Say Amber and I did an amazing Let's Play of, I don't know, some indie game or some other game, and the day before, or a week before, we released a Disney Infinity video, and we got like 300, 400,000 views on that video. Whatever, if it was a versus video, it was a stupid toy box, doesn't matter. So we'd sit down with our network at the time and discuss like what we're gonna do for the week, because sometimes YouTubers have like network calls or strategy meetings or whatever, what we can do to engage our audience and things like that. It's a business. And our, not accountant, but our numbers guy would go through and he'd be like, all right, so this game that you looked at, let's say it was a Mario game. This Mario game you looked at, you only got about like 20 to 30, 40,000 views of video, so that was bad for business. But this Disney Infinity video that you did last week, got 400,000 views. I think it would be good for you to do more Disney Infinity. And I would just be like, No, I don't want to. I don't. It doesn't matter if it's doing well. I can't do it. I'm going to end up upsetting these kids because I hate this. And I can't do it. And Amber's just like, we should just do it. It's like, we need to find some way of doing it. Because, like, I really like this. I don't know why you don't like this. There's nothing really wrong with it. And I was like, it's not necessarily that there's anything wrong with it other than you're charging people to go and buy these figures so that they can play the game when the stuff is already built into the game. So yeah, I was one of those proponents that I didn't like that with Disney Infinity you had to go and spend like $20, $30 or whatever a figure and for play sets and stuff in order to play stuff that already should be in the game. And I don't like that about LEGO Dimensions either, or any of the other stuff. So, I mean, there was always, like, this massive... You know how Anakin Skywalker kind of supposedly had a conflict inside of him about, you know, like, oh, there's still good in him and all this other stuff. So, I mean, I was having conflicts about looking at a children's game because my heart wasn't in it. And what was sad is no matter what I did with that game, I would get like several 100,000 or 1 million views. But it was like, I was just so annoyed. And that's why I've never been able to do the YouTube thing well, is because there's YouTubers that hate doing Minecraft. And they hate doing like all these other games that they are either niche. Niche means that they have to do it because like their audience isn't going to watch anything else. And they become niched and they have to pretend that the game is good or they're going to lose their audience. And with Disney Infinity, if it didn't die, I mean, I'd probably still be doing it and you people wouldn't be none the wiser because, like, I loved doing Versus. Versus was fun. I got to beat up and torment my wife and just kind of, like, stick it to the Infinity fans a little bit. You know, that was funny. And, you know, we created, like, a kind of crazy fun chemistry with that, too. Like, that was all genuine. That was all real. That was fun. So... I don't think I have enough of these to do this. That's gonna be crazy. Wait. No, that box is important. Oh. So somehow, wait, is there like if I can find a metal chest, I can do this. I'm gonna take this. This is gonna be important. How much current does this use? But I mean, the Let's Plays that I love doing, I don't know, maybe people figured this out, but like, some of our best commentary that I personally believe is from series that didn't get well received. Like, that is when we were on our A game. If I'm like being totally honest, that is what I loved about Kwings Let's Plays. It was just super awesome. Like, and they were obscure games like Hyrule Warriors and all this other stuff that was going on at the time at Disney Infinity. I loved playing Hyrule Warriors. I loved playing, oh my gosh, what were some of those indie games we did? And you could see the difference in how I would present them. And even, I would get emails from parents and stuff when I looked at Disney Infinity games. They were like, oh, you know, we love that you look at this stuff and it's totally cool for our child to watch this because, you know, you're so child friendly, but at the same time you come off like not to criticize your work or anything, but you come off kind of like cynical for a children's game. It's like, what? It's like, I am cynical by nature. Of course I'm gonna come off as cynical. I'm a New Yorker trapped in the Midwest or whatever, or wherever we were at the time. It's just kind of like I'm cynical by nature. That's just me. And when I don't like something, I've never been good at just lying and being like, oh, this is amazing. I can't do that. So I would find other fun ways of explaining things about Disney Infinity. Things that other people weren't doing, you know, to make it my own. And that time, I did have fun, and I did enjoy things like, what do you call it? The building stuff. Building stuff was cool. But I found crazy things to do, just like with my Animal Crossing series. I'm a very unique individual that I don't think is cut out for YouTube because I can't become an actor. I'm not good at, they say an honest salesman starves. When I worked for Sears Corporate as a supervisor I didn't do very well moving product because I always wanted to do what Sears' philosophy was, creating customers for life. So when we would price match and do stuff like that, which was in, you know, our interest, price matching was important and all that other fun stuff. But I would try to find ways to have, even if they didn't buy the product from us, from Sears, I would hope that the customer would come back and, you know, find something else they wanted or something. And, you know, in theory it works sometimes, but most of the time I would have meetings with people people at the top, and they'd be like, what is your department doing? It's like, what do you mean, what is my department doing? My department's not doing anything, I don't think. So yeah, can I do this? No, I can't do this. How am I supposed to make this current go? Because, you know, I wanted to help people with stuff, and it didn't do well with that. So when YouTube started to become like sales oriented, like the Nintendo brand ambassador program and some other companies and things like that, I get spooked because I don't know how to not speak the truth about things. And, you know, maybe that's a big problem, I don't know, but I don't think it's a big problem. That's not gonna work. What if the crate went there? I'm probably making this a lot harder than it needs to be, because I need that other box that's out there. Holy crap, it worked! Booyah! So this is another metal object. And that's another metal object. And yep, that's another metal object. So how do we open this door now? With the box, maybe? No, the box is important. How is that supposed to open? I'll be right with you people. I'm just trying to figure out how to do this. Let's move this for now, because the current has to go. No, the box has to go there. Box must go there. Try this. What? Nope, that didn't work. So yeah, lots of cool stuff to look forward to. If you guys like Disney and stuff like that, I mean, it's gonna be a fun little series. I'm gonna behave, don't worry about it. So, if you love Disney Infinity, I'm not gonna bash it anymore. I'm sorry that so many people lost their jobs and all that other stuff, because yeah, it was a unique idea, and I wish that somehow Disney could have kept it alive, because I don't know. It just seems like because it didn't make as much as Disney wanted, Disney's just kind of crazy in that aspect. You know? What in the world? How? Maybe I'm supposed to go over here. What's the sitch over here? Ah! I have to switch sides now. Wait, do I? What? This should... okay. Let's switch sides. I'm sorry, this puzzle's taking a while. I'm literally waking up and thinking and trying to figure this out. That goes like that. if I can drop a weapon or a shield or something like that. If I could drop one of those and have it go horizontally. Blast. Try this. Nope. See? Oh, come on, just... No, no. Place it on the ground in front of you. Ah! Alright, that worked. Ouch. Let's see, what else we got here? Could I make a... I'm just gonna keep dropping weapons, I don't really care. I'm gonna cheat. Cheating is fun! Nope, helps if, maximum zappage! That's good. So I need a box here. Oh man, how would I get another box out from there? Come here. You are needed. Needed to do something amazing. Ow! Huh! Not the most effective way of handling this, but I did it. I did it. I did it. Ow! Alright, that's getting really annoying, being shocked and junk. I don't like it. No, Zelda's a really well-made game, though. I mean, not for when I'm just waking up. It's not good. Whoops. I forgot to hit that button. Heh. That's bad. Should I take my stuff back? Wait. Wait. You come here. Please don't zap me. Okay. Gonna take that back. Take that back. And how? Oh. I could use the other box. But no, I like talking to you people and just like telling you what's going up. Because, I don't know, it's just kind of fun to be able to have. There we go. That should work. Ta-da! That's pretty bossy-o. Wait, no. Not the boss. That goes there. Yeah, my inventory's full. But I can use you. Use you to do stuff. How exactly I'm going to use you, I don't know. But I will figure it out. Alright, so we have all the pieces that we can use now. So somehow... that needs to go over there. But where's the current coming from for that? That's what I don't understand. I'm gonna get shocked, aren't I? No way! Sweet! That's pretty cool. Well, that wasn't such a chore. Actually, it was. Wait, did I pick up all my swords? Ah, well. Snow martial arts? You had the door open. Ah. Oh, by the way, how is the stream quality today? Because things have not been going very well with our internet, so I hope the stream quality is better. A lot of people have been having ish with stuff like that. Stream quality is good. Oh yeah, we have a Discord. Forgot about that. Luck, pure luck. You say that, but Kaylin, would you rather be your cat or Amber? That's a weird question. I would rather be a cat because cats sleep, cats eat, women shop. So I'm not very good at shopping. I wouldn't be a very good woman. I don't know. Cats, I don't know. I relate a lot to cats. Cats are very calm and, well, let me rephrase that. Shadow is very calm. Zelda's crazy. Oh, I like shrines like these. They're really easy. Oops. I say that as I fall. Minna. So yeah, all I really had on my mind was that Nintendo program, and I've already written my video. I just have to put it together and find some time to do that. But the office is pretty much all packed up. I was surprised when you actually take your collection down and you put it in big boxes. Like, once it's all packed up, it's like, wow. It's like, that didn't take as long as I thought it did, but it's just like seeing the empty shelves and all this other stuff. It's kind of surreal, you know? It's like, whoa, what's going on with this? You know? Oh boy. I mean, how many of you are terrified of moving? Like, how do you guys, like, what do you do to lessen the stress of, like, moving somewhere? Like, how do you stay chill? Did I do all the shrines we found? I couldn't have. Oh, that's gonna be problematic. So I'm gonna have to find more shrines. Blast. But I thought, wait. Nope, I did that one. I thought I found more shrines than that. Oh, there's one. You've been living where you have been for some time. That's pretty cool. I always have to move a lot. I did it a lot when I was a kid. In fact, we never lived anywhere more than about 5 or 6 years, maybe. I think that was the maximum I've lived somewhere. And it wasn't until I got married that, you know, I didn't really have to... Well, I mean, we moved to different apartments and stuff like that because one apartment we had to leave because there was a gas leak in it. We couldn't stay there for obvious reasons. And then we lived in an apartment that had like a molding issue, and we got kicked out of that apartment, which is weird. I like these shrines. I like the ones that are really easy. This is good. I like this. This is awesome. It's like, yeah. Simple shrine. Oh my gosh. The climbing set is done? Sweet! Now I don't have to pay for it. Looking good. That is awesome. That's way beyond cool. But no, I always had to move a lot. And I guess I was so used to moving when we had our... Although I never wanted to leave the Massachusetts place, I didn't know that Disney Infinity was going to be canceled. In fact, by that point, they were going to release a third game. And I thought moving to Pennsylvania, like, it would be cheaper and stuff like that. And when we lost Disney Infinity, like, I mean, I thank God that our channel didn't completely collapse. It's still around. There were a lot of Disney Infinity channels that they couldn't reinvent themselves, and they just left YouTube. Some good people are gone. It's kind of a bummer. And the Massachusetts place was pretty cool, but I wasn't really doing much there. I was just becoming a NEET. If you guys know what that means. It's not necessarily bad or good, but I was definitely becoming a NEET. So moving to Pennsylvania, I actually went out more and I did things. So where we're going to be living in Pennsylvania now is actually near like a huge shopping center or whatever, like a shopping mall. And well, I mean, not so much of the Amish country anymore, which I haven't. My voice actually messed up a lot when I moved to here. Like I've been getting like, especially when I wake up, I sound like this. The air hasn't been the best for me, so I haven't been able to produce as much content as I normally do. I mean, it's my fault that the O1 channel hasn't gotten a lot of stuff because I sleep a lot, I work late, editing all the stuff for the Let's Play channel, and then I don't have time to work on the O1 channel because I don't have any energy left. Because then it's going to take like a long time to upload videos and things like that, and it's just kind of like... So, I mean, I really went a lot more lax on Batman news and a lot of other stuff than I normally do, so I'm sorry about that. I want to be able to keep up with everything, but I really can't. Wait, what is this? This is weird. Nope. Maybe if I just do it kinda like that. There. That shouldn't be too bad. Aha! See? Winning. I lost track of how many shrines I've done so far. What? Oh. Run. That's pretty ingenious. Gotta give it to Nintendo for that. That's pretty clever. I like that. More of these weird rotatey things. It's a little confusing. Alright, so what do... Oh, no! Oh, we're gonna be here the rest of the night. Yep. No! Oh, no. Come on. No. Is there any way I can just, like, leap over there and... Nope. There's one. That's not gonna work, is it? If I do one at a time. Nice and easy, come on. Boy, I'm good. There we go. And I'm terrible at tilt things. Ha! Score. Score. Why don't I take a break? Well, unfortunately, because most of our audience is in Asia, it doesn't take long. In the scary thing about the YouTube field for a career is if you disappear and say I go and I binge watch anime for a month, best time of my life, you know, or I go, I sleep for like an entire month or whatever. My audience will be gone. Like, there'll be somebody else, or you'll go watch somebody else that already does Nintendo content. And I have taken breaks before, and when I do that, our audience shrinks, and they don't come back because it's not that it's their fault. You know, they meet a new YouTuber, or they grew up and they're a little bit older, and our content doesn't appeal to them anymore because we're not like them. We don't say or act or do the things that they're doing because they're growing up. We've pretty much stayed the same since I started YouTube. I mean, there were people that subscribed to my channel just to wait to see me do innuendo jokes or talk about politics or talk about my relationship with my wife, or to talk about swearing, or, you know, what people consider adult things. And because I haven't, a lot of that audience didn't stay with me as they grew up because we can't relate to them. And I've been told about when I have network phone calls, they keep telling me, and I'll share the secret with you guys. They keep telling us we're no longer relevant and we need to do mature games. We need the Let's Play channel to be more focused on our growing audience. So we need to do the things that appeal to them. And they would bring up games like For Honor, Uncharted, Horizon Zero Dawn, all this other stuff that they wanted to have, Mortal Kombat, that they want on the Let's Play channel. And they tell us, you know, we can't get you brand deals, and we can't do this for you if you don't play ball with us. Because, I mean, you can keep doing your stuff and, you know, appeal to the limited... They call you guys the limited audience. Because they're like, if you don't grow up with your audience, then your audience is going to leave. And the worst thing that happens, if you go and you take a break, you won't have any people to come back to. I had a couple tantrums, like back in the day, when YouTube wouldn't give me a partnership or they were closing my videos, back when I was doing reviews, and I had a contract to go to Game Trailers. And I went to Game Trailers and I made videos for about 4 months. And before then, my reviews were doing really well, and I left the platform. This was before Maker Studios. I left the platform and I went to Game Trailers, and I was straight commission for, I don't know, 4 months. And then I got a call that YouTube was starting a partnership program again, but it was going to be through something called MCNs. And I was like, okay, cool, I'll do that. And I talked to my friend John Bain, who maybe you people know who that is. And he told me about this company called the Game Station. And there were people at the Game Station that blocked my partnership application and said I wasn't good for it because they didn't like me as an individual. And some of those people are no longer around. They actually quit the platform and abandoned their 80,000 subs. But they went and they petitioned to the vice president of Game Station and one of the owners, like I think it was Shay Carl or some other people, to say that this guy can't come into the network because he's a plague. You know, he causes problems, which I didn't. And it was very hard for me because it was like YouTube was becoming a career at that point, and I got in because of John, and John actually had my back for the longest time, and it was great. you know, but because, and he even mentioned this to me, because I did that game trailer stint and like I did some other stuff, I lost a lot of my reviewing audience. So he and some of his friends were actually sharing my videos, and that's the reason that Retro Mondays was a success. When Batman Arkham came along, I did that game for fun, and I didn't realize that it was gonna like basically influence all the people that do the Injustice games now and all the people that do the Arkham stuff, because I was just a Batman fan playing a game, and for whatever reason, Maker Studios, before I left, decided to work with me on that game, Arkham City. And they were like blowing it up like all over the place. They were sharing it on social media. They were telling their other viewers, and you know, everything was going really well. And then we had a huge falling out because I got an offer to go back to IGN, where I was going to be part of their IGN Start program, and it was going to be the dream of a lifetime. I wouldn't have to move to California. I would get to work with other content creators, and it was basically like another YouTube network, but it was owned by IGN, a company that I had high esteem for and I had great relationships with. Wait a second. This is going to be one of those... Yeah. Nope. I need... I'll come back to this. I need a... What do you call it? I need a map, or I need... Because I won't figure it out. I need a picture of the right placement. Yeah. I need a picture. Somebody on Discord get me the picture for that shrine. I can't do it. I'll be here all night. That isn't the last shrine, is it? Oh, please don't be the last shrine. That would suck royally. But, you know, I've had a very interesting YouTube career, and I think when I'm 40, I want to have like a memoir or a book written or something, like explaining how YouTube worked in the beginning, because I don't even know how long the company's going to be around. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on at the moment. Like, I'm 34 now. I was in my early 20s when YouTube started. And, you know, I've been with them for like 10... Is it? Yeah, it's got to be over 10 years. Well, what was I talking about? Let's talk about Maker. So anyway, what people don't understand is the review audience is gone. Just like a lot of the audience on the Let's Play channel is gone, and we have to like build it from scratch again. And how we did that last time was Injustice, but it wasn't really people that were brand new from the internet. These were people that came over from our Batman content. So, I mean, we're going to be okay, I think. There's a lot of people that do Injustice stuff, though, but I always worry about this. Every time I say, oh my gosh, because there's so many people doing Batman stuff now, that when I do Batman, nobody's going to watch it. And that really didn't happen with Arkham Knight, and I don't think that's going to happen with Injustice or the next Batman game. But what the channel became is Warner. Became DC stuff. Became Batman. So whenever I would do something for fun that isn't Batman, or let's say I pulled Retro Mondays out of the mothballs, that audience isn't there anymore. They've migrated to the Completionist. They've gone to Pro Jared. They've gone to Peanut Butter Gamer. They've gone to all the people that I used to work with, and they're not coming back. And I don't, they don't need to come back. It's not about that. So, I do Batman stuff. I love doing Batman stuff. People can tell I like doing Batman. And with the Let's Play channel, it's always been about playing games that I like. The games are like obscure and fun and stuff like that. With Disney Infinity, it became, because Amber has just as big a role on this channel as I do. She is a huge part of this brand, and she loved playing Disney Infinity and Fire Emblem and all that other stuff. So, wait, did I do that? Nope, I didn't hit the ball. Where'd the ball go? Oh. How am I supposed to do this? I'm supposed to whack the ball, but I don't know how to do motion controls. Help! I don't know how to do this. Ah. I hit it a little bit. Okay, there we go. So I just smack it a little. Yeah. Okay, let's yeah! Dang it! That was a little tap. I'm bad at golf. Eh. Oh, for crying out loud. Go! 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 Is he gonna do it? Ha ha! Score! Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Yes! But, you know, what's great about Batman, though, is there's always going to be something Batman related, whether it's movies, TV, whatever. So I'll always have a job in that aspect, which I'm happy about, because I love Batman. I love the Batman world. I like the Batman characters. I get a little burned out when I've been playing the same Batman game for 3 years. I'm not going to lie. I get kind of like, Batman, 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 Batman. And then my audience is like, Batman, 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 Batman. And it's just like, I can't do it! So, I mean, I do take breaks. I take breaks from my Batman channel when there's no Batman content. I could be doing Batman news every day. But I have to have that creative aspect. Like, I can't, it's hard, where we are right now, and my new office is going to be smaller, but it's going to be cat-free. It's going to have a table for doing unboxings for, like, Batman stuff and Lego stuff and whatever. So I'm excited about that. I'm going to be experimenting with unboxings and figurines and things like that. Because I don't want to just do video games all the time with Batman. I want to show people, hey, I read comic books. I have Batman memorabilia. You want to see my collection. You want to see something cool that's coming out, you know. I just, you know, I need to find a way of doing that, because everybody needs to be able to work, like, certain ways. And I have an idea of how I want things to go, but I don't necessarily know how it's going to work. I did all the shrines here, too, didn't I? No, I didn't. There's one there. Sweet. So, yeah, I mean, I do take breaks. My escape is you guys, the Let's Play channel. Because, think about it. How many crazy games do I play that I like on this channel? Let me see a show of hands. What type of games do I play on the Let's Play channel? I play Zelda. I play superhero games. I play indie titles. I play mobile games. You know, DS games. I do all kinds of stuff. Because this channel is my, like, this is my place where I get to play whatever I want, and I don't have to worry about being scrutinized by my audience because it's not Batman. So, plus I get to work with Amber. And let me tell you, if you find a wife, and you're able to do the kind of stuff that we do together, like in terms of work, you don't really want to go and work on your own because you get to work with your best friend. I mean, that's kind of a big deal that most people don't get. So, am I going to catch on fire because this is all fire now? Hi, sweetie. Yeah, I don't know who that is. I'm just messing. Yeah, what's going on? Woo! I'm actually almost done with this stream, I think. My voice hasn't really gotten any better. I'm sorry. And they're closed.
No, I got it, and then I changed my mind after I ordered it. But then I didn't want to take it back because they checked in the back to make sure it was there and everything.
Right.
So I'm just putting it in the fridge for tomorrow.
Okay.
I really wanted something chocolate, but I'm too, like, I don't know, I have fear of being a jerk.
You have fear of being a jerk?
Yeah, like, I don't want to change it, because I know so many people that are so mean like that. Like, oh, I'm sorry, I changed my mind.
Uh-oh. That's gonna fall, isn't it? I'm not saying anything nice about you. I was just explaining to people why I don't take breaks and why, like, because people are like, well, maybe it'd be healthy if you, like, didn't do YouTube for, like, a couple months. It'd be like, we wouldn't have an audience to come back to. We can't do it. I would love to, but it wouldn't work out like that. some people... Wait. How? What? How? I don't want... I can't, though. This is not a hobby, though.
Oh, right. I mean, the only way we could do that is if I just got another job.
Yeah, and I like working with you, so I don't... I'm kind of at an impasse what I'm supposed to do. Ah, I don't know why I thought that was gonna work. Yeah.
We were actually gonna help my family take care of my family because they're in financial difficulty and help yours and stuff. We were gonna use it to help our families, and now we can't even help ourselves. So it's like
We're gonna be okay.
It goes up and down. Because at first, like when everything was going well, there was no reason to get a job because it would literally take hours. It would literally take a week.
Oops.
You know, it would actually make you less money getting a job than you did. Because remember when I was working almost full time and I stopped working, we actually made more money when I stopped working. You know, because I had more time to work on YouTube.
Yeah.
So it's actually more beneficial for me to work here.
I did something bad. All of that for just a bow? Oh no. I didn't mean to do that. Are you drinking tea?
Yeah,
do we
I
have
can make it myself.
Do we have any bottled water left, or we're all... Hi, Shadow. Thank you for crawling on top of me. So I'm pretty sure this is my last shrine because I have no idea how to do this, but I think... Wait. What?
And you should pile all your work into 4 days and then you take 2 days rest.
Yeah, I know.
That's how humans do it. But you are like, oh, I'm gonna do it so I'm so tired, and every day I'm so tired.
Yep.
Or you should be tired for 4 days, push yourself really hard, and then take a day off.
I've never been good at that, though.
But Luke can't do that because he has like certain medical problems that make it impossible for him to take a day off.
That too, I would go crazy.
That's the main reason why he can't take days off, because if he has a day off, his mind goes crazy because he's just in a lot of pain from his car accident. So working every day helps him.
What?
That's the main reason he doesn't take days off. Which isn't healthy. You kids should always take 1 or 2 days off a week.
Yeah, it's important to take some time off, like for normal people.
Unfortunately, it means I never get a day off. Because he doesn't. Because he'll be working and he'll be like, oh, can you help me with this? It's like, oh, it's my day off. And he's like, I don't know the meaning of that. It's like, it's what humans do that want to live past the age of 20.
I am past the age of 20. I met my goal.
It's a miracle. I don't even know how you're alive. You shouldn't be.
No, I probably shouldn't.
You're probably going to outlive me. And it's just...
Isn't it funny how that works out? Ow! Okay, that was painful.
That was for you. That was
Yeah.
called for.
That was totally called for.
That was what you get.
So, any idea how to... Can I, like, move these off? Like,
What you should do
actually come off the platform?
is have another channel that you only work on that channel 1 day a week, and it'll be a channel where you do something you like, and that'll be your version of taking a day off.
Yeah, that's what... I mean, that's kind of what I was talking about. What? Wait, can I freeze stuff with water? Can I do that? Is this water that can be... No, I didn't think that was gonna work. A shield maybe?
Well, people are saying all kinds of things in the comments, but I can't read anything. I don't know, I guess it's important.
What if...
I guess I can get my phone or something.
Everything's always important. What if I did a bow and arrow thing?
Let's see. What are you doing?
Getting in my face. In the shadow. Holy crap, that worked. That was all kinds of awesome. Wait. Now what?
People want you to check your Discord about certain shrines.
Oh, right. Booyah! Look at that!
Are you gonna check out Ever Oasis on 3DS? Look,
What is that?
from Eric on 3DS.
One of the things that we're working on is Kamiko and Wonder Boy, if people are interested in those games. And of course, you know, the upcoming LEGO Dimensions stuff. So... Ah!
Yeah, Leo has friends here. He can come back.
What? Why did Lee? I don't even. Wait, I can't beat people up with a torch. Ah.
He's like a cat.
Meow.
Safe and well. Come back, Leo. We love you.
There we go.
And the cat loves you too.
Ah!
Giant.
Sorry, that was a girlish scream.
Thank you for the. Why did you not start Ultimate Spider-Man? You said you would start it soon, but you never did.
Ultimate Spider-Man, the game broke. I kind of explained that. No, I mean the game literally is broken.
How?
It doesn't work.
Why don't you just get another copy?
We've bought 3 copies brand new. They don't work.
Luke, why does this only happen to you?
Doesn't only happen to me. The game is so old. I mean, I could try it on PS2, but it's better on the GameCube.
Well, promise is a promise, no matter how small. So yeah, we should try it on the PS2. Mr. Dale.
Quality's not gonna be very good though. Like, I don't know. I really wish I would have looked at that game in the past because, like, the quality is not going to be today's standards. Like, it's going to look really bad. I don't have any way to augment or make games look crisper and better. If I do, that takes a long time. Usually K-Bro would find a way to edit and enhance the visuals of the game. I don't even know how he did it, to be honest. I'll tell you right now, I don't have like a several $1,000 computer. What in the... How are you supposed to put the... What? But you can only do one at a time. Yeah, I played Kid Icarus. Oh my gosh!
Here is a game clip and tip. They put a clip for this puzzle over here with the ball.
Okay.
Do you want me to watch it or?
I just need a... I can't really watch it. What I need is a picture.
Alright,
If they could take a screenshot... What?
Well, I'm watching it right now without any sound.
I don't know how to do this.
Were you at the Kyo Rug Shrine?
How? Maybe.
Oh, I'm watching whatever it is.
I can't even jump over there. What in the world?
So, we're gonna do this shrine and then you're gonna do stuff, or?
Yeah, we're gonna do the shrine and then we're gonna finish Lego City.
Oh, did you already do this part with the balls?
No, that's a shrine. There's only one shrine left that I have to do, and then I'm gonna have to find all the other ones because I don't know where they are. I'm just trying to figure this one out, hon. This one's kind of tricky. See how it has like flame?
Hello, I am on Discord. I don't know what I'm supposed to. Oh, here it is. What is this? Is this the one you're on?
No, that's a different one.
Oh, they're giving you all kinds of help.
Any ideas for this puzzle, guys? It's kind of near the end of this shrine. Violin music plays.
Oh, what, Cinnabon followed? Cinnabon followed you on Twitter? Wow, that's interesting, Hobbit. It's pretty cool.
I don't know who Cinnabon is.
I don't know, like someone that makes cinnamon buns.
I'm hugging a kitty. Time stop the torch. Oh! Time stop one of the torches in the middle? Zelda, Shadow, whoever you are, stop.
She wants my tea, but it's not cat food. It has milk in it. Bow, chicka bow. Thank you, Titus. Wait, who's gonna see the new Guardians of the Galaxy movie? Yeah, we probably will. Hello guys in the chat, OG Ranger, Reaper of Things, The Brick, Joyful Joy, Samantha, Bat Fan, Titus, Galactustar Gaming, D-Guards Gaming. Hey D-Guards, how's it going?
Ah! Really work.
Kwing light bow torch things on fire.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Hello Lego, the Diamond Lego, David Zariba. Try stopping the time and lighting the torches very quickly, Kwing from Badfan.
Oh. I don't understand why the other one didn't light, though.
Thank you, Eric. Thanks for coming by. He said I'm gonna head out. Have a good night and God bless, Kwing. Thank you, Eric. Have a great night. God bless you too, bud. Thanks for coming by. Captain George says, Kwing, you should really check out a game on your mobile device called Star Wars Force Arena.
Force Arena?
Titus says, I'm going insane. Help. Yeah, from Captain George says, check out a game on your mobile device called Force Arena. Hello, Triassic Greninja Ranger, Michael Thedford, the boss. JMX Gamer said, 101 says, hey, Cat Your Wife, hey, JMX. The Brick says, I am a reoccurring person now. Hi, Link Hero of the Past. Cool avatar. Number one bad fan says, Kwing, perhaps try using a stasis on the thing the water is coming out of. Using stasis on the torch prevents it from being lighted. Oh yeah, hi Dan. It says, oh, I like your avatar with the cat. That's so cute. I think it's a cat. How are Shadow and Zelda? Shadow is sitting right on my lap, and Zelda is running around as usual. So, I guess... Luke Hobbit says he's mad at you that you don't know what Cinnabon is.
They're cinnamon rolls?
He said, I cannot believe you guys do not know what Cinnabon are. They are heavenly and is unacceptable. Geometry Dash. So how was everyone's day at work or school? Wait, is today Saturday? The days are going, and how was everyone's week? Did everyone have a good week, and did anyone do anything exciting today? We actually had friends come over and help, well, one friend come over and help us put together some stuff. And, yeah. In the future, we might even have, you know, them on our vlogs or something, but right now we're just, like, you know, getting to know them as friends and stuff. But we've been making some friends around here in Pennsylvania, so we've been really happy about that, because we really didn't make any friends in Massachusetts, because we were like 20 minutes from everything, and we had to work so much there. And here it's like there's more like young people around, and just, yeah, it's really nice. So we actually have friends helping us move, and so we finally got our table built in our living room, and it looks really nice. And like, I hope to have that table until I'm a grandmother, hopefully. That's my goal. What do you think, Luke? You think it's a nice table? I thought you would like it. I actually got it because I thought it would go really well with paper lanterns, and because it's like all like modern kind of looking. It's not like your, you know how like you know how like old people's tables have a lot of like smooth edges. This is all like very square and like clean like lines and stuff. So it's like darker wood, so I was like, oh, you know, I thought, oh, this will go really great with like paper lanterns, and we can make our like dining area look all Asian and cool and stuff. But unfortunately, we can't really have paper lanterns anymore. We had them. They were actually, we got them from Walmart, so they weren't that expensive, but they looked expensive, but they weren't. But unfortunately, the cats, both Tink and Zelda, destroyed our paper lanterns, so yeah, we can't have them anymore, so we just have whatever. I mean, you can actually get plastic lamps that look like paper lanterns, but Luke isn't really a fan of plastic getting heated, so.
Yeah.
So then, anyway, that's my exciting life.
It's your exciting life.
Oh my gosh, this is so weird. Look at, you can see the comments on here when you tip it like this.
That's cool.
I know. Would you rather become Luke or become one of your cats? Me? Well, you know what? I would love to become Luke for a day, because then I would like drink lots of spinach juice and stuff, and basically like get rid of all his health problems. And then like, then we could switch back and he'd be totally healthy. And I'd be like, see, it's easy.
I hate spinach.
I know, that's why I would be you for a day. I would heal you, and then it would go back to myself.
That's interesting.
Hello, Red Hood.
That's actually pretty interesting.
K-Wife has K. I could actually, you know what, I will wish for that.
Wait, no.
We'll wish for a Freaky Friday day.
No,
if you guys ever see us like doing something really weird on like on one episode, it'd be like, we're having an off day today. Lucas, me, and I'm him. Just bear with us. Cool. Number one bad fan says, not much happened, just me graduating from grad school officially. I mean, I technically graduated in office, but this is the official ceremony. You graduated? Wow, you graduated today, bad fan? That's awesome. Congratulations. Red Hood says, I am muted for life. No. How did you guys get the Hylian shield from Link Hero of the Past?
We have an episode we did of it if you want to check it out. Wait. What is that over there?
Yeah, I don't know which episode it is. That's really awesome, Bad Fan! Congratulations and lots of virtual hugs. I'm so proud of you.
Ah! That kind of stunk. That was death.
That's a very interesting question. Thank you for the question, Diamond Lego. That gives me something to talk about. I missed it, sadness. I graduated from grad school, K-Wife, aha! Oh, you started it before. K-Wife, have you ever tried soul food? So good.
Soul food?
So good, so hungry? What? Wait, you mean like So Mungry the YouTuber, or just So Hungry So Mungry?
Wait. Is Mungry here?
No,
Oh.
it's Demon of Rage. Soul food? You mean like Southern food? Like, I've seen, you mean like fried chicken, pork, like collard greens. Is that what you mean for soul food? Like Southern cooking? Because I love collard greens. And Luke used to love... I'm so proud of you, Titus! He says, you've never been proud of me, cries. I am proud of you, Titus. You do a really good job at everything. You're very smart. And you do an amazing job and very helpful. And you have a cute little bear face. Good job, bear. D-Guards Gaming and Review says, K-Wife, tell K-Wing he needs to do a torch to do the last part. You need a torch to do the very last part. K-Wife, have you ever played Skyrim? We actually didn't, but we were thinking about playing it when it comes to the Switch, which I don't know if it already came here. But, because I do love dragons like crazy. No problem, Titus. I am proud of all of you guys, actually. You guys are all awesome. Where did you guys get your Smash Brothers Link amiibos?
Oh. Hold Y.
Amber, please ask Luke, would you rather, and I am your biggest fan. Thank you, Diamond Lego. So Luke, would you rather... would you rather be me for a day or one of your cats?
Cats.
Oh! You wouldn't want to be me for a day?
Nope.
You wouldn't want to climb up the grocery shelves and have people disrespect you because you have a tiny voice. Sadness! You know what I would do if I was you? I would, like, use my awesome deep voice to basically, like, I don't know, say whatever I wanted to everyone that I ever wanted to say something mean to. Of course, it'd be in your voice, so. Probably be you saying it. You really wouldn't want... Man, this is taking a dark turn. You never would want to be me, ever?
Nope.
Why?
What do you guys mean slow mode? I don't get it.
I mean, it's in the chat. They can only chat a certain amount. Why not? Now I need to know why not. You would rather be a cat than me? I feel sad. So fine, what about you guys in the chat? Would you rather be one of your family members or friends for a day? Or would you rather be a cat?
Yeah.
Or would you rather be K-Wing? No. I don't know. Thanks, the brick. Thank you, the brick. Why would you not want to be me? Why would you not want to be me? I need to know. What's wrong with me? Why would you not want to be me? I need to know.
I'm terrible at shopping.
No, you would be me, so it'd be fine.
No, have you never seen, like, Freaky Friday episodes where
You're saying your personality would be inside me?
Yep.
Then what would I do? I would have to do that. Wait, I would be you, so I would have to talk about Batman, and I would have no idea what I was talking about.
You know, it'd still be your same personality. You would just be in a...
That would be awkward. But I would drink a whole bunch of spinach juice until you were better, and then we could switch back, and you'd be totally healed. You would eat a ton of cereal and probably make me healthier.
I want cereal. I'm on fire.
Good question. You have the best question of the day, Diamond Lego.
That is a very awesome question.
Yes, Hobbit, I am proud of you for being a level 40 on Discord and having no life and then almost done with college yet still watching. Yay! Good job, Hobbit. Pats on head. Broken Pencil 2 said, I would be a cat person.
Cat person.
Demon of Rage said, be proud of me. I am so proud of you, Demon of Rage, because your avatar looks scary yet smiling at the same time. And you are very nice, especially for a Demon of Rage. Usually Demons of Rage would say less helpful things, but you're always so helpful in the chat and kind. I'm used to Demons of Rage saying things like, I want to destroy your soul and all humanity. But instead you say helpful things like, what did you do today? I hope you had a good day today. You are the nicest Demon of Rage I've ever met. Good job.
Did you have a nice day today?
I did.
That's good.
K-Wife, Titus said if you're proud of everything, then you're proud of nothing. If you're proud of everyone, then you're proud of no one. Sadness, alright. Well then, I'm sure there are some people that I'm not proud of, like, maybe the fans of my enemies. I'm not proud of them. I don't know.
You are so hot.
I thought you wouldn't want to be me for a day because you don't like me.
Never said that.
You just wouldn't be able to do the stuff that I do, like go out and stuff. Hey wife, did you ever watch the video I sent Luke on Discord? I don't know. Oh, Clever Fox is in the chat, says how's things?
Hey.
Hey Fox.
I monetized all the videos yesterday by myself until 5 a.m.
Luke was up all night. Oh yeah, I forgot we did switch networks on one of our channels last night.
Yep. That was really Fox was there?
Yeah. Said I live in Pennsylvania. And you guys should go on the chocolate tour. It took me a long time, almost 5 years. Oh, cool. Thank you.
Chocolate tour. Are they talking
Are you
about
mean like
Hershey?
at Hershey? Yeah. I don't know if we actually went on the tour, but we did visit Hershey. Why doesn't Kwing play his GameCube Ultimate Spider-Man on the Wii? The Wii plays GameCube games too.
Because the discs aren't working anymore.
Pat's bear on head again.
Is that really Fox?
Alright, Laser King said, I would be a cat because I'm so lazy that I already fit the description.
Oh, that is Fox. Oh, cool.
Why do you ever hold back when you play games against Kwing? From Mohammed Afzal. Mohammed, I don't know if I hold back. Maybe I don't know if I necessarily hold back, but yeah, you can see sometimes I lash out more when I'm playing games than other times. I guess sometimes I'm playing for fun, and then sometimes when I get really into it, and I really want to win, I don't know, like something takes over me and I'm able to play better. I don't know how. So, excellent question. I don't know. I guess it's just like, I have game amnesia where I forget how to play sometimes. I don't know. I'm sorry. Thanks, Ainsley said, I'd rather be K-Wife. Thanks, guys. Broken Pencil said, they'd be a cat person. Fierce Deity said, I would be a cat. Bryce Ward said, I would be a cat, honestly. And Matanui said, I would be me. Reaper of Things said he'd be K-Wing. And, oh, a bunch of people would be a cat. Oh, looks like you have a lot of cat people in the chat, Luke. Mohammed Hamri says he would be a cat. Denise would be a catwing. Mordecris would be a cat. The Brick would be a cat. First Diddy would be a cat. Hello, good geek. Says, hi Amber. Pretty Link Gaming would be a cat. Titus would be a cat. Awesome. Exclamation mark. The OG Danger would be a cat.
K-Bro's out of the program.
So everybody would be pretty much 90% of your viewers would choose to be a cat rather than one of their family members or anyone else.
Oh man.
No what?
They didn't call you to yell at me, did they? Like I was pretty vocal on Twitter yesterday. Sorry.
They did? What? How did you get a call? So basically everyone says... Oh, so he's still in the program and we're out.
That's weird.
They just hate us, Luke. It's fine. But you know what Winston Churchill said? He said, if you don't have any enemies, then you've never stood up for anything. Or you never really... You know what? I'll get the quote somewhere else. It's just like, you know what? If you have enemies, it means that you actually stood for something in your life. So I don't know what we stood for, but apparently some company is our enemy now.
I gotta see. Is he? Oh wait, where's my phone, honey?
You can do my phone.
No, you don't. We don't have Skype on this. My phone. Where's my phone? Could you get my phone? Because I haven't had it all day because I got a call from them.
Oh, Brick said, I feel like my head is going to explode. Why is that, Brick? Cats rule. All cats are overlords. That's right, Titus.
I want to hear this. I want to hear this.
You got a call from your grandma today? Yeah, that counts. Hello. Hello, Kid Flash.
Cause I gotta have my breakfast anyway. So guys, this will be the last shrine, and then I wanna call my friend. I wanna see what happened.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm kind of vocal against... You know, it's not fair, though, like, when a company, like, basically works with you, and then they're like, oh yeah, we're gonna get you stuff early, and then they never do. And then it's like, it's just kind of like, then they cut you off, and it's just like, you never did anything you said you were gonna do. Like,
well, let's see what the shrine is. This will be the last one. So apparently, my friend got kicked out of the program for defending me. I feel so bad. Well, he didn't really like being a Nintendo ambassador anyway, but it's funny. Like, why do they have such a beef against me?
That's very sweet.
Call me on real phone. Okay, I will. I have to eat my breakfast anyway before I do Lego City.
Yeah, because they're ninjas could be listening.
Oh, I'm attacking with a torch. Probably not a good idea.
You do not know who else will be watching. No, I don't know. I'm thinking of like that, like, I don't know, Lord of the Rings thing. Forget it. You know what? My mind goes strange places.
Uh-oh. Your mind does go strange places.
So should we ask, Fox if he would rather be his girlfriend for a day or a cat or his dog?
His dog is awesome, though.
Oh yeah, you guys could choose to be your dog too. Sorry, I forgot to say that. We could have put that in. Would you rather be one of your family members or your girlfriend or boyfriend or a dog or a cat for a day? You know what? That just makes the entire question so big.
I think also I remember. I think I told them too that I was gonna report like some FTC stuff because like some of their brand ambassadors weren't, because they always got on my case about FTC stuff.
Oh, that's why they let you go?
No.
That's why they let you go. I know it is.
No.
You and your whistleblowerness. My gosh, will you just freaking stay under the radar? My goodness.
What? Well, they were getting on me about FTC stuff.
You should report them definitely now that you're out. Why be nice now?
I don't know. I gotta call. I'm gonna real call. Can I have cereal and then we'll do Lego City? I wanna call because this is the last shrine that I knew about.
Fine. Why don't I do the shrine?
You're gonna do shrines? You want to do the ball shrine?
You help me. What? You're gonna leave?
Yeah, I'm gonna go eat and call.
Well, how am I supposed to do this shrine on my own?
I thought they gave you a picture. You can follow a picture and put the balls in.
I'll just listen to people in the chat. I can figure it out.
All right, Amber's gonna do the ball shrine.
I don't know how to do this, so.
Can you keep it PG, man? Like if I put you on the stream, you could totally keep it PG, right?
I'll still do it. Then you can talk.
All right, cool. I'll do that because I want to hear this.
All right. Well, how do I get to the shrine? Right here. Luke, is this where I'm going? Hello? Is this where I'm going or no? Is this where I'm supposed to go? Is this the shrine that I'm supposed to be at?
No, sweetie, I'll get you there.
Why don't you just show me where it is?
Put the map on.
Oops. Wait. Sorry, I didn't mean like to be bossy.
Okay, cool.
Okay, where's the... Alright, what shrine are we going to?
The only one left that has sparkles. So, the woods?
There?
No, the woods, sweetie. Go to the woods.
Hyrule Field?
No, Kakariko Forest. Kakariko. Up, 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 up. Scroll up. Scroll up. Scroll up.
I am up.
You pass the woods.
Korok Forest.
It's basically the same thing.
Alright. So,
No.
stamp.
No.
What?
Yeah.
Here?
No.
Oh, there.
No.
What?
No. It's right. It's by the stamp. It's by the
There?
stamp. Yep, that's the ball one. Alright, I need to collect paper. How do I put on Skype again? Because, I mean, this is going to get a little crazy. Yeah, this should be fun. Oh my gosh. So, we're going to be on a Skype call with my friend who,
Won't we have, like, no chance of ever coming back either of
I
us
don't
if
care.
we talk about it online?
I already am making a video. Like, I wrote out a huge script about, like, that the Nintendo brand ambassador program is all about in-video advertisement. Because it is. Remember Star Fox? We weren't allowed to say anything negative. And, like, the reviews and even regular people playing the game, like, it was a bad game. But all the brand ambassadors were saying it was good.
So, basically, the Nintendo brand ambassador program is fake news.
Oh, snap! Oh, burn! Oh, snap!
It's like, this game is very good. Watch his horrible gameplay. It is very challenging and a very well-made game. Watch his extremely badly put together game with horrible frame rates. This game is one of the best games on the market. I give it a 10 out of 10. Continues to play horrible game. Nintendo did not in any way tell me that I had to say this. Lies right through my teeth. In reality, Nintendo did write it on a piece of paper that I did have to say this. Thank you, number one bad fan. Get some ice for that burn. Thanks, Simons. I'm being savage today.
That's insane.
So thanks, guys.
Amber, that's zing.
Oh, I feel better saying that.
Did you open the lactate?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. That was a burn. That was a funny
I learned that K-Wife is slightly insane.
That was impressive.
Thank you. Luke? Alright.
I know, who's calling.
No, I mean, like...
You'll need a picture, sweetheart. You're gonna need a picture.
Oh, the constellations are the key. I think I can wing this.
Oh, whatever.
Alright, I just have to make it look like the constellations then. Right? What?
That was a good burn. You deserve
But you know what? Because I said that they'll probably will never be part of the club anymore.
Amber, we're never
I
gonna
like
be-
that
honey,
beautiful club. Is there a glass ceiling at the top?
Yes. You can... I mean, I don't
How
know.
many lies do I have to tell to get to the glass ceiling? This game is amazing because it's made by Nintendo and because I got a piece of paper that Nintendo told me to say that it's amazing. But it really is amazing. I am part of their program, in which case they give me free games and
You
money.
won't.
But this is totally unsolicited.
Actually, no.
They didn't really give us money.
We weren't big enough to get money. There's different tiers to the program. I can read the code of conduct. I
So
don't
we
care.
were in the loser tier.
Yeah.
Alright, look, I don't know how to do this. Oh, wait. So... Magnesis.
What? 'Cause, like, I don't know. 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 I don't know.
one of these balls?
You pick it up, walk up to it, and hit the A button.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, are you driving? Wait, they called you on a Saturday?
Yes, they called me on Saturday this morning. I'm just leaving my girlfriend's place. But she actually overheard the conversation more because I had this on speaker because I was like, oh, this is funny.
Alright.
All right.
Okay, can you, wait, just don't say the person's name.
I'm not
okay?
gonna say the person's name, but you know the same person who we were introduced to, the same person,
Yeah.
okay? That's what I call it.
Yeah.
All right, how it started.
Okay, I'm gonna eat my cereal.
How it all started off was very simple. All right, I get this phone call from a California number. Like, what the heck? I think, and I was like, okay. And then it's the lady, and she's like, "Hi there, is this Travis?" And I'm like, "Yeah, this is Travis. How can I help?" Because, and then she starts talking. Well, this is so and so from the Nintendo Ambassador Program, and I'm like, okay. And she's like, we're wondering if you would be interested in, if you have a Nintendo Switch, and if you would be interested in a copy of Mario Kart Deluxe 8 and stuff like this to be sent over to go ahead and go. Because we've noticed that we've never sent you anything in the past. And I'm like,
They just noticed that
They
now.
sent you Star Fox.
nope, they never sent me Star Fox. They never sent me a single one since I was in the program. No, excuse me. They did send me one game. The one game they sent me, I refused to do, which was Minecraft.
Okay, bro, it's really loud. I'm sorry. How do I fix that? Volume.
You would, volume Skype.
Hang on, guys. Sound mixer. Here we go. Okay, how's that?
La 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 la. Hopefully this is better, guys.
Is this better? It's better. Okay, continue.
Well, what ended up happening, she's like, wanted to send me a copy of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and wants to put me on the list for ARMS and some other games and stuff like this. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. You do realize that I work for the KwingsLetsPlays, and even though I did sign up for the Ambassador Program, my channel is not a fit for Nintendo because my channel, I use a lot of profanity in it. Because that's how my audience is, and I use a lot of profanity in it, so it wouldn't be a good friend. No, we need you to do that. We want more people to be like that, and that's what we're trying to go for. We're trying to go into the more your audience space. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. So you're telling me that the people that I work for, the reason you kicked them out is because they are family friendly and they're not. Well, according to her, she was trying to explain to me is that you weren't pulling in the numbers that they expected, that you were also the type of people that, seemed a little bit pushy when it came to requesting things. And that's when I went off on her, and I explained to her that they lost two of the best people that they could have ever gotten. That even though it may seem like their audience is small, but their audience is the most loyal fan base that they could ever have, and that this person, if you would actually go check out his other channel on the Nightwing 01 channel, you can see that he used to do a series called K News, which was based mostly only on Nintendo products, pushing the content for Nintendo. So if you're really going to go after someone like me and try to go ahead and push me to go ahead and do the dirty work of trying to broadcast your games, you can go ahead and keep every single one of those copies, in which I'm using profanity during this entire time period with her, and you may never contact me back, and you can remove me out of the Ambassador Program 100%, because last I checked, the reason why I got into it was because I wanted to get Star Fox Zero and Pokken Tournament on early, and I had to go through it. You promised that you were to give it to me, but you never did. And since that time period, there is no reason for me to be part of the Nintendo Ambassador Program. I'd rather play one game and one game only, which is called Guilty Gear. It's made by the best publisher known to man, Arc System Works, because Arc System Works actually cares about their fans and actually talks to their fans, unlike people like yourself who pretend to go ahead and actually care. So she went ahead and she says, well, I do not appreciate your attitude. I don't appreciate you going ahead and dismissing two people who actually pushed your products the hardest. If you would actually go take a look at their channel, which you most likely didn't, you would actually see that these two people pushed all the content you ever sent them as hard as they possibly could to go ahead and do what they could, as well as follow all the FTC regulations that you have submitted to them where other people have not. But yet, just because you feel that they're a little bit pushy and they're not pushing like an adult-related conversation into their videos, you're going to dismiss them? Ha! What kind of play? If this is how Nintendo actually acts, then I don't want to ever have another Nintendo product known to man.
They're like hypocrites.
Yeah,
They
that's
act like
very interesting.
they act like they want to be family friendly, but in reality they don't. It's like, oh, wow, that's really. I really appreciate that, Travis. Thanks for standing up for us. That makes me feel so.
Well, I pretty much figured out that the brand ambassador program was just about like creating channels to advertise their products anyway. That's why the code of conduct, like, it talks about how you're not allowed to really say anything. And remember that thing about if you're an expert, you have to be an expert in everything, or we'll remove you from the program.
Oh, right.
I mean, I was even, like, noticing similarities to how Ubisoft used to do stuff. They're much better now. But, like, 3-4 years ago, the Rayman Legends incident where they actually paid YouTubers to say everything good about their game.
Oh, yeah.
And if you said anything wrong, not only could they delete your channel, but they could also use legal action against you. Like, I mean, that was pretty crazy stuff. But this is still borderline. On a Saturday when they don't even work, that the person contacted you.
They were
I mean, this
working,
is just
apparently.
some shady stuff.
They were working, apparently. That's the thing.
That's
I
incredible.
thought they only worked like Monday through Fridays, but apparently they work on Saturdays also. And April was overhearing all this. My girlfriend was hearing all of this. And she's just like, Travis, they were down at Nintendo. They were offering you to do all this stuff. I don't need them. I don't need Nintendo. Like, I hardly played. The only reason why I even bought a Nintendo Wii U was for Smash Brothers and Star Fox. That was it. And Zelda. That was it. Nothing else. The only reason why, like, I've ever bought any kind of video game console is for, like, 1 or 2 games. And when it comes to Nintendo, I really don't care for some of their series, you know? Unless tomorrow...
Doing really good, Amber.
Unless there's something in particular, like I said. But no, I mean, this right here, and you see, this isn't really Nintendo. This is a publisher that's under Nintendo that's hired to do all this. And the publisher is trying to find people that are like the PewDiePie scenario, or like other YouTubers that are more adult-related content users, apparently. And, you know, that is where I'm wondering why Nintendo even hired a company like this, because that is not the face of Nintendo. The face of Nintendo is what? Family friendly.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. That's why pretty much if you buy a Nintendo console, you're buying a console.
I thought they were getting annoyed with me because I was I'm gonna have to go and rewrite. I actually wrote a video about the truth about the Nintendo brand ambassador program. What you're saying, I mean, our representative only contacted them as much as we do other developers, which is like the norm is every month. That's just normal practice. It's not like.
Because, like, okay, if I'm not mistaken, she or the person from the publisher contacted you sometime in like January about what list of games that you want, and then said like let's do a follow up back in March or something. You followed up in March but no response, and then now all of a sudden you got kicked out of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you know, this is not a good company.
Like,
this is the ruination of YouTube, is publishers like this. This is the reason why, like, everybody on YouTube in a certain degree is hurting very bad, is because they're not catering to a dedicated scenario. Like, you are a person where if Nintendo sends you a video game, you are going to do your best to showcase it at its fullest. You're not going to be like a one-time person who's going to showcase it for a little bit and be like, oh, okay, that's it, done.
Guys, you're never going to get this on Drama Alert. We're not a big enough channel. Like, there's no way that Keemstar's going to pay attention to us. It's very sweet. But this is all going to go away. Like,
when they first hired us, remember what they said? They said, we want you because you're family friendly and we like that and we don't care about the views and we just want our content to be blah, blah, blah. So they like lied.
The views aren't our fault either.
Well,
The views is YouTube.
Can I elaborate on situations of our like our first meetings of like who I used to be with you back in the day?
Yeah, if you want to.
Okay.
I'm just eating cereal.
All right. Well,
Amber's trying to figure out a puzzle.
I'm gonna explain like this, and this all intertwines with Nintendo. Back in the day, I met Luke through Guru Larry, which I was running an MCN program, Foxville, which back then that's when I met him, and I wanted his channel because it was family friendly, because it was a different type of channel than most of our YouTube partners back then. And the thing of it is that we had him. He was doing at the time a Nintendo Wii U game. I forgot what it was. I think it was Mario or something. And we had another partner doing the same time, doing the same game. The other partner that we had was an adult-related scenario. Okay, this was the type of person that was making jokes about Mario and Peach in adult-related content, and all of a sudden got a copyright strike straight from Nintendo. Luke, who was doing the same exact Nintendo game, did not get a copyright strike and even got offered, and we took it, which was whitelisted at that time, to where he's able to go ahead and showcase Nintendo games. Because he did not go ahead and go to the extreme like other channels. This is where Luke has always been the difference. Luke is the type of person that will always keep everything rated E for everyone, and it is
so that people can watch.
People can watch, so that way advertisers feel safe with you and stuff like this. And that's where, like, what this is like a hypocritical statement from Nintendo's publisher from their PR agency side over here, stating basically that they want the opposite.
And feel free to explore. You did it.
Oh, I'll walk around.
No, not here. Feel free to explore out in Hyrule.
Okay, thank you guys very much for the no. I followed the video they posted on Discord for me.
Still, I
Thank
can't do the ball puzzles. That's incredible. Keep going, Travis. Yeah, feel free to explore wherever you want, sweetie.
So
Like, that is awesome.
that's where, like, you know, where YouTube's at and everything in the standing. Like, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna be completely straight up. I mean, YouTube is not like it used to be in a complete horizon, and that's the reason why, like, Luke is, I'm gonna say, like, in the long run, he's gonna succeed, but in the short run right now, Luke is the minority of the entire thing. Like, out of every YouTube channel, the reason why Luke and Amber Here's channel, like KwingsLetsPlays channel, has never really grown as fast as most other channels is because they play everything safe. They play everything at the right, they don't gamble. They keep at one thing and they keep at it, and that's where they go at. Where other channels risk it, and you know, look how other channels are right now. You know, there's a lot of other channels right now that is going 10 times worse than what you are.
Oh yeah, I know. I've seen them.
And this is like what I'm saying is that I'm thinking that Nintendo just wants to destroy the YouTube market or something. Because they're baiting.
Well, I mean, I always thought the brand ambassador program to me always felt like it was trying to be the polar opposite of what the game reviewers were doing, because you would have, like, because you know there's only a couple publications that get games early. IGN, GameSpot, not 1UP anymore, they're gone. There's like a handful. And on Nintendo's side, now there's the brand ambassadors. There's like hundreds of them. Even if they only have like 1,000 like subscribers or 50,000 or 10,000, they get the game the same time and they can release it on the same day as the reviews. So what are you going to go to as a viewer? Are you going to look at the Nintendo fans to see, you know, what this game is about and learn about it? Or are you going to go and watch people like IGN that they nickname, you know, you can't spell IGN without ignorant, or, you know, I don't like GameSpot because of this. The fans are putting their trust into these Nintendo fans that are sponsored and promoted by Nintendo, and all they're getting is an in-video advertisement about the game. That can't be legal.
And the thing is that there is, like, let's be honest, now that you're out of the ambassador program, let's be completely honest. Some of the games that you had to do as Let's Plays, you would call me, you'd be like, this is the most stupidest game I've ever played, but yet in the video you have to act like...
Star Fox.
In the game. Well, Star Fox is good. I will disagree with that. I will disagree with that. Star Fox is good, by the way. But the thing is that you have to go ahead and you have to talk about how great this game is. Basically, they're forcing you to be an IGN.
I told you about the phone calls too, that they would call us like questioning certain things about our content.
Oh yeah. So apparently they want more mature audiences, but you saying that you would like to drown a clown is inappropriate. But they don't mind if someone talks about like killing and murder and swearing every other word. I don't really understand. So they just hated us in general. It's just stupid.
It's absolutely stupid, and you know, it's one of those things to which this is why, you know, when you get into this line of business, like, look, like I even told it to the lady too that she's the reason why like my job's in jeopardy is because you are going ahead and you're doing something like this, and you're trying to come after me to go ahead because you watch some of my videos, you notice that I curse, you notice that I use profanity, and you think that I'm more relatable with people. You know, there's no such thing as relatability. Like, you know, I do what I do myself. I don't know if someone doesn't like it, someone doesn't like it. They don't have to watch it. The thing is that when it comes down to someone like yourselves, anybody can watch it and nobody can complain about it in any which way because you don't bring in religion, you don't bring in politics, you don't talk about anything of a higher scenario. You keep everything at an E level to where that, and like this is not a bad thing what I'm about to say, so don't take no offense to it, but you make it so easy that even my girlfriend's 5-year-old son can understand it. And he comprehends it and he loves the videos. Now, granted, he loves your Disney.
That's really cool. I mean, I like that, you know, kids still like watching us. And I mean, we're gonna soldier through this as best we can, but I mean, you know, the problem with YouTube is if you don't get the video first, you don't hit the search engine anymore. So that's the problem we ran into Mario Kart. Our Mario Kart series was a lot of fun. We loved recording it, but,
Should I tell your stream
you know.
right now the real reason of why YouTube is failing right now? Because of one man?
No, because remember,
If we
mention that, we could be included
think
in that thing.
people write him in the chat all the time.
People
I think
write his
they-
name,
I
but
think they know.
Okay,
Don't-
so could
I-
I just say it in a broad scenario that there is a person in this universe that has caused so much problems, which is affecting all of YouTube right now.
yeah, that's
Okay,
fine.
so there is a man in the universe that went out his way to attack basically advertisers of YouTube. And the advertisers of YouTube has basically considered that every YouTuber who is on YouTube that does gaming channels is basically guilty by association. And they're pulling their ads and they're doing all this kind of stuff, which is hurting people such as Luke and Amber, who's not even involved in this drama.
Everybody's saying this Nintendo drama needs to go on Keemstar. We're not big enough for Keemstar to pay attention, people. It won't happen. Like, even if he finds it interesting, I mean, I don't know if he's even a brand ambassador or really cares about it.
No.
Be careful for the laser, sweetie.
Keemstar, I'm gonna be honest. Keemstar would be more interested if you were in like a fight with another YouTuber. Like if you were fighting like someone else in the YouTube community, then he'll be like all on that because then he would try to get like an interview between you and that person. And then put y'all in there and
Yeah,
popcorn.
no.
That's what he wants. He doesn't care about Keemstar really doesn't care about like Nintendo or gaming channels in that sense unless they're fighting one another.
Yeah. So I mean, you know, I don't really. I mean, I've been attacked by kids in the Arkham and Injustice community, but I have not gone out and outright attacked them. But it's like it looks really bad for somebody my age to go and start attacking other channels. So I don't
Especially if they're like 16.
Yeah, especially
They're like, you know what? I'm not even gonna say.
Well, they
That's
were
the kind of things they do. Like I always told Luke, like they're like kids in a sandbox, being like, "Come on, fight us!" It's like you're children. Like I'm 30 years old. Like I'm not gonna do this. You're insane. Yeah.
You can
so
stomp on
anyway.
my castle all you want. I'm not gonna attack kids.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know, you gotta be the bigger person, and then they write, oh, you know, you really need to act your age and stuff like that, and it's
like,
just like I'm
I
done
am.
talking to this person.
Like you're a teenager. You're.
This
But
is
anyway,
crazy.
yeah. Continue, sorry.
but I mean, yeah, I mean, probably because of how the way Amber and the way we do things, you know, doesn't really work with YouTube, but we like what we do. And I think we lost K-Bro. So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of hurtful, because I mean, when we spoke to them on the phone, like, prior to being expelled from the program,
in fact, they even said we were covering as we were covering as many games only as one other person, and that person only exclusively did Nintendo. And we were covering just as many games as them. That's what they told us the last time they talked to us, and they said, we're really going to try to get you more games, because we realize you're covering more games than anyone else as part of the program. So it's like, I really don't understand.
Yeah, and they also told me on the phone, they're like, if you work on, you know, paying attention more to the code of conduct and, like, limiting, like, the,
But now they're telling us that they wish that we wouldn't pay attention to the code of conduct. They said they're looking for channels that don't follow the code of conduct. So they basically don't, the rules there are just lies.
Yeah, I don't understand this at all.
It's called lying, Luke. It's what corrupt people do that are evil.
They lied?
Yes!
Explain it to him the way you would a child.
A
We pretended to tell the truth.
I forgot what his name was. Balthazar.
We're quoting Galaxy Quest, if people remember Galaxy Quest. Tim Allen.
I do not understand. I do not understand how you could have traits in the same vein as Soros. I don't know. But there I see you on the historical documents. Where is Hatano Village? And I think
why are you going to Hatano Village?
Because I just want to go there. I have nowhere to go. I have nowhere else to go.
You can explore wherever you want.
I want to go to Hatano Village.
Okay, look for the shield on the map. So scroll down. Keep scrolling. Keep scrolling. Hey, my voice is opening up now. That's awesome. Keep scrolling.
Well,
keep scrolling.
You needed rage to open your voice up.
Is that so? Like, I'm not an angry person though, so I mean, I don't.
You know what we should do? We should do, like, parody videos for Nintendo where we make real fake news. Like, oh my gosh, you know what we should do? We should be like, everyone is lining up to get the newest game, and it'll be, like, some really dumb game, and then, like, at the end of the scene, like, we'll say, okay, you guys all get $20 now, you can all go home. And it'll show at the end that they're actors, and that we're totally lying, and that no one is lining up to get the game. Oh, never mind. Forget it. My mind goes weird places. Look, I don't know where Hatano Village is.
I'm pretty sure his phone died because he's traveling back from April, so... Your phone cut out. Your phone died.
Yes, it did.
Luke, I don't... Fine, I guess I'll just...
You alright? Okay.
Yeah,
you home?
Finally.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right,
I gotta get
fine.
another
I guess
thing
I'll
of
just
cereal.
go to the scorehouse.
Question is, are you still alive?
Yeah, I think we're still alive.
Yeah,
we're still alive.
We were talking for a little
We're getting
bit,
sympathy from our viewers, which is kind of nice.
So... Thank you for everything. Thank you for listening to all this, because you know what? That means you're a greater audience than anything.
Yeah, it's really great that you guys stuck around to this. I mean, I still like Nintendo's games and stuff like this, but I mean, this practice, it's not good.
What I'm about to
it's not
explain
good.
to them is this is not Nintendo, okay? This is not Nintendo's fault whatsoever. This is just like the complaint that I made about Naruto Storm 4 when it first came out to thing, which I got kicked off of Bandai for this, but it's not Nintendo's fault. It is the PR agency's fault that they have. The PR agency is the one that determines this. Nintendo hired a company to find YouTubers to showcase their games. And this company is the one that did all this. It's not Nintendo. Nintendo's games are perfectly fine. There's no reason to boycott Nintendo. It's all the reason to boycott this PR agency. Like, not like every single one. Like, my perfect dream scenario would be any one of the anybody who's inside the Nintendo brand ambassador program would just quit.
Yeah, they're not going to do that. You know
they're
they
not
won't.
gonna do that.
Well, we should tell Nintendo and then get them to, fire this company. Not that they would. But...
No, they wouldn't.
Why
I
would
mean,
Chris- why would Billy
I'm sure
Dad
if I
get
need
you
to get...
ahead.
get in touch with Krista, I still can, because, I mean, I still have Krista's email and cell phone and stuff like that, but I don't want to... She's not responsible for the program. She's now, like, kind of the face of the company. Whereas before, you know,
it's
she
not
had
like
other
she
roles.
runs the. She's just like one of the PR people.
No, she's not. She has a much higher role in the company now. But I'm saying that she's not involved with the community aspect of it. So I don't want to bog her down with this. Or Kit. Because, I mean, that wouldn't be fair to Kit or Krista. If we are able to go to a convention again in a year, I'll talk to them and be like, you know, I got expelled from the program, but I still want to keep our relationship.
Right, because part of the reason we were able to... That's part of the reason we joined. Was to go back room with them. Now we can't. Oh, continue. Sorry.
No, didn't Luke, you tell me that this certain publisher company, you had problems with these people too in the past?
Yeah, they were the same company that would issue out press copies, and basically they did it in a way that was kind of like Russian roulette in a sense. Like, they would stick a name in the hat, and they would pull it out, and that publication that I worked for had enough leeway because of their radio audience that they were able to get review copies. So when I left that company, they cut ties with me, like, almost immediately. Like, as soon as my last day of work was to do, like, a 3DS review for that company that Nintendo gave me, or rather the agency that worked with Nintendo, my ties with them were cut off almost immediately. They wouldn't answer my phone calls anymore, especially when I was starting out on YouTube. Like, I tried, and they even gave... there was a time where I came back, too, and we just launched the first aspect of the KwingReviews.com. This was before the third website that was up for about, like, 2 years, which is currently... We couldn't afford it, so closed down. But when we had the website open, they were able to see us as media, and they did send us games, like, I would probably say a day before... You know, they were released, giving me enough time to do a quick review, and this was before the ambassador program, and then they just kind of forgot about us. But they said, you know, my past work for them was very good, and I was critical of their stuff. I look at every game I do fairly. I don't overly praise it. I don't overly hate it. I'm a very, like, objective reviewer. I'm very good at that. And, you know, they praised that aspect of me. But when it came to this program, and it's the same agency, but it's not the same people. They've all moved on to other positions. I still talk with them. Some of them even work for Sony now, which is funny. So I have Sony contacts who used to work for this PR agency from Nintendo. And I think they'd be very surprised with how that company has turned out, because it's not what they were. But they don't handle just Nintendo. They handle other game companies, and they handle other tech companies like PR, and some other stuff. But they're a company that not many people know about, that they handle this. You know, this is just like a wing of what they do. And it really needs to be revised, though, because, I mean, it's basically like, it's an in-video advertisement that's branded by Nintendo, or excuse me, branded by the company that works for Nintendo, with talking points that you're not being paid for. They dangle a carrot in front of you, like going to E3, or going to...
That's the whole thing of YouTube. It's all carrots.
I mean,
Everyone does that.
I was tempted to do something, but I didn't do it because I'm trying to, like, move away from that. But I was like, so you fired a disabled person.
You should do that.
But because I can't work outside my home, and I am, like, the state of Massachusetts considered me like a disability. But I don't really talk to Pennsylvania much about anything. But yeah.
See, I know I have the best waifu there ever was, because my waifu bought me something today, which I did not want her to, but she did anyway. She bought me a Green Ranger bottle.
Yeah?
She knows.
Ha! Nice!
She knows that the Green Ranger's the better Ranger.
I see. Today is taking a dark turn.
Yes, he's the better ranger. That's why he died and lost his powers in the American version and died in Sentai.
Uh-oh.
But he died with honor.
He did die pretty cool in the Sentai version, I have to say. But I was actually surprised. Did you know that in the American footage, they only showed Jason wearing the green shield 3 times, and only once he was wearing the quilt. But in the Sentai version, Geki actually used the dragon shield more often. Like, because it was, you know, he was trying to be closer to his deceased brother.
Right.
You know, so that was kind of a big deal when he would bring out the dragon shield. It meant like, you know, whoa, Red Ranger is serious. But in America, they only utilized it 2 or 3 times because the rest of the series got really violent or something like that with Sentai. Because, I mean, Drew Ranger was pretty dark. You know?
Just to make your audience understand, is that me and Luke every now and then will get into this argument about Power Rangers, which Ranger is the better Ranger. I'm a Green Ranger, he's a Red Ranger. It'll always go that way.
Not just a Red Ranger, a Jason Red Ranger. I'm no Rocky.
Now you see, you know, at least the Green Ranger turned into the White Ranger, and you see your Red Ranger turned into the Gold Ranger.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny that both Tommy and Jason portrayed little kids' characters because Kiba Ranger was a little kid, the White Ranger, and Gold Ranger was a little kid going through, like, emotional issues as he was aging or something like that. So they both portrayed what were supposed to be child characters, and, you know, they added their manly voices to the voiceover. Like, for whenever the Sentai footage appeared. But both of those guys were supposed to be kids. Because Kiba Ranger transformed and turned into an adult, and same with Gold Ranger. Or Gold, or whatever it's called. So that, to me, that's funny. That's why Tommy was jumping around and acting like an idiot as the White Ranger, because he was really supposed to be like an 8-year-old in a man's body. Like, that's the footage.
For your audience. How many of you guys got a PlayStation 4? Because if you got a PlayStation 4... it's finally coming to North America after, I don't know, like 6 years of them making this game series. But the Gundam Versus series, the one that we got in Japanese, they're finally releasing it in the Western states for the PS4. So the next Gundam Versus game is coming out in America this year under PS4 in English.
Oh, I'm so looking at that. I am so looking at that. I loved when we did that one Gundam game on this channel. Amber, new Gundam game. Actually, an American.
This one, you get to play.
You love Gundam,
pretty much
giant
you get to
robots.
play every single Gundam that you want to play throughout every series of Gundam.
Yes!
It's a fighting game. But it's a...
Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot.
It's Naruto, but it's different controls.
I thought Namco said they weren't going to do it, though. It was only going to come to the Vita.
No, that was the other game. That was the other Versus. This is a whole new Versus that's made for the PS4 that was announced last year. And people were like, "Oh, great, Japan's gonna get it again." And then all of a sudden, as of this month, they have announced that it's coming out to North America.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
So you got a Gundam game that's coming. You better be ready to make out a whole brand new Toonami intro.
I don't have the money for that. I'll just use the other K. Oh, wait. Oh. You meant what I did with... Yes, I would totally do that
it's
again.
time to bring that back again, because that was cool.
That was a cool intro. That took me a while to do, actually. I will totally do that, because, you know, I would thank Toonami and also Hulu, because they have all Gundam series right now. And even Crunchyroll has Gundam series. So, I mean, Gundam is getting popular again, and it's about time. Because what is better than giant... mecha suits fighting each other with lightsabers?
The only
Nothing.
two Gundams that I like is Burning Gundam, which is probably going to be my second favorite, but my very first favorite is always going to be Dual Maxwell as Death Scythe. Death Scythe's always just Gundam.
Yeah, so... Sweet Pea, do you have anything to add, or are you just kind of...
I'm making stuff.
You're making food.
She likes to cook.
She loves
You
cooking.
know what I think Amber should do? I think Amber should do a Legend of Zelda series, kind of like as a cooking show. Like, let's make this.
Oh yeah, it could be like one of those shows they have on Discovery Channel where you cook across America or whatever.
Cook across Hyrule.
Or yeah,
How would you
exactly.
do that,
a parody
though?
of like Gordon Ramsay or something, and do it as a chef show. Going across the entire Hyrule
How would
to
you
find
do
the
that?
best ingredients to make the best soup.
That would be awesome.
I think that would be fun.
That's a great idea. I should do parody shows on my thing, because that's...
Bat fan
what
goes
I would
cough,
do.
stereotype
Oh.
cough.
I'm just really happy you guys have stuck around to this. But I mean, in all honesty, this even once I make my video and things like that, it's just all gonna be swept under the rug. We don't have like the type of traction on YouTube to get this to, and that's what companies do too, in order to like die down
That's
heat.
where like I
Um,
kind of want to gauge your audience on is that right now, especially after like explaining to you like the one man in the universe that went after advertisers, that made the advertisers all mad and everything. Right now, the best scenario, the best thing that could ever happen is if if any of you guys could actually once in a blue moon actually like, hey, look, if you're on a game forums website or something, if you could share a video, like if someone's got a problem with a Zelda video, but you saw it in one of the videos, like, oh wait, Kwing solved this problem and this is how he did it, share a video. Or if you know somebody who's adamant about YouTube personalities, introduce them to the Kwings. Let's like this is the time and need of the people, in a sense, of our fans of the Kwings Let's Plays. That if you guys can help push content just a little bit, if you can make sure that when you hit the subscribe button, you also hit that little bell icon, just to make sure that you get to know when the next video is. Stuff like that really helps, and especially if you don't like a video, if you can like a video, like even liking this live stream, that helps push everything to the top. So that way, at that point in time, the K-Wings can actually survive, because I'm not going to go ahead and sugarcoat it too much, but if things like this keep happening on YouTube, there's going to be a really, really hard crash on YouTube for not just the K-Wings, but almost any YouTube personality there is, to where YouTube might actually come to a fall. And it's up to the people, the fans, the viewers, the content creators, all together to work together to ensure that YouTube stays existent for the years to come. Because everybody, it's not just like K-Wing, it's everybody that is seeing this. If you go watch a lot of YouTube personalities nowadays, you will see that they're all complaining about the same things, and nobody knows the fix. And the only fix is to have the fan base be the one to ensure that you guys continue watching, that you guys make sure that if you don't use ad block, and you help the personalities that you like to succeed.
Ooh. I'm sorry, Amber just made something cool. What did you do with all the food that it said you had no room for?
I ate one of them.
Huh. Oh, okay.
See, my attack is up.
What if we got banned on those websites? Well, if you got banned on the website, hopefully that doesn't happen. I mean, it's one of those things that they shouldn't ban you for, because you're just like, hey, look, take a look at this video. This might help you out, stuff like this. But that means that's a bad website. That happens. It's just that, in reality speaking, is that if everybody comes together and we fight for what we want as a whole, then the problems of like now will fade away within a few months' time. Right now, it's one of those things to where, because of everything going down, like, I'm not sure if Luke has explained this one to y'all before in the live streams or anything. This is the real talk scenario. It's the complete real talk scenario of everything. Is that we as a group, as there is me, Luke, or other people who work for Luke, that loves Luke and his work that he does, that we don't know what's going to happen in the next few months.
Bomb the rocket.
We don't know what's going to happen in the next few months. And the thing is that this is where we need to ask the one favor, which...
How did you do that?
Oh, wow. What am I missing? I gotta see this.
She just lifted a rock over her head. A rock person. How did you do that?
Did she stun him?
I don't know. I just picked him up.
No, she didn't stun him. She walked up to him and she picked him up. I've never seen that.
She could pick him up. Nice to know. Now you know that for the future.
And I always run away
I've
from
done it
those
before.
things.
I just haven't played it much, I'll be honest. I haven't gotten a chance to play it much because this thing called real life and relationships has been taking everything of me. Like, I want to get back and doing my lore videos again for all the Guilty Gear characters, since Rev 2's coming out on the 26th. But
26th of this month? Oh, that's right. May is Guilty Gear.
Yeah, I appreciate
that. That is my
everything
favorite game of all time. I'm opening up a lobby, and I am going to challenge every single person that wants to come fight me, and I will take them on head to head. Because
that's awesome. Well, Amber just said. Did you?
What?
What are you moving away, or?
I don't know. He's bigger than me.
You moved away from the microphone because you're scared of the moblin? That's cute. But I don't think that'll really change how
To
you
get back
fight
into
him.
the situation and the real talk scenario is like I'm just telling the fans straight up is that like as an employee with you that we don't know what's gonna happen in the next few months because of all these problems going on and you haven't done nothing wrong. No one has done nothing wrong except for a few people on YouTube and we're just getting guilted by association. This is where we really need to ask you guys as fans and as the editor, which might not be an editor no more, to go ahead and ask if you guys out there could just do the one solid favor, which is go on the Discord, subscribe to Discord, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, make sure you click the bell, make sure that if you got friends, just introduce them to the personality of the Kwings Let's Plays. Whatever little bit you can do actually helps. Making sure you like a video, making sure you go ahead and you leave a comment just to try to push that video up a notch. All this stuff helps. And if we can get this done, then you're saving the lives, the lives of not just the Kwings, but the people who work for the Kwings. Because at that same point in time, we're trying our best every day, but it's a hard battle when it is 4 people basically battling a mountain called YouTube. And the sad part is YouTube doesn't give answers because YouTube is pretty much shut down to the point to where you can't send an email to YouTube and say like what's going on because they will never respond.
Nope.
They don't care
won't.
about the content creator. It's up to the content creator to try to engage with their audience, and that's where like I want to ask the audience themselves here if you guys, like I said, if you guys can advertise, you guys can push content that you like, you guys give suggestions via Twitter of what you want to see. Stuff like this. All this stuff helps, whether it's social media, whether it's directly on YouTube, all of this helps so much. And I'm even asking as a measly little peasant to please help the Kwings Let's Plays by sharing videos on Twitter, Facebook, by just being strong, loyal fans and pushing that content.
Yeah, thank you, Travis. That means a lot. Yeah. Yeah, I really appreciate that because we don't even know how to tell people like how stressful it is, so we
it's very
keep just
stressful
going.
for y'all because the thing is that YouTube is not a solid type business, and for someone like Luke, he's disabled, like you said. He can't get a normal job because if he goes to a normal job and they find out he's disabled, they're not gonna hire him, no matter if it's an office job, because he's considered disabled by the United States government. So,
Curse you, United States government!
so at that point, YouTube is the only self-employed business that Luke has left, and in the last couple of months, YouTube has been crashing, and it's been crashing hard and harder almost every single month that we get into, to where it's like we are banking on certain things, and what we're banking on because we're listening to so-and-so from this network, so-and-so from that network, and all this stuff, none of it helps. That's why, like, you see, like, Nintendo, for example, like we were talking about before. They're another reason, the publishing agency is another reason why this is a failure, why this is hurting us, is because without them actually supporting and pushing content and helping out the Kwings, it's costing the Kwings more time and effort for something that they're not going to get at the end because they got kicked out. So all that time and energy they spent that they could have been spending somewhere else, they lost it because this agency's like, oh, y'all don't act mature enough for us. Instead of actually talking to them and trying to find a different solution to a problem, they just don't want to listen to it. And this is the problem. This is the reason why I'm asking people here. If you guys can push content, you guys say like, look, I want you to play this, but you put that on Twitter and you put it at the end, hashtag KwingsLetsPlays. You know, stuff like that, and you showcase it to where your friends or people who might follow you, because maybe you're a content creator also who has a following. If you guys want to help out, stuff like this. If we all help out one another, then at that point in time, we can all work together and we can make this happen. We can make this succeed. But if nobody works together in fixing the problems at hand, then all this content, like these live streams you're seeing, will one day come to an end. And I really seriously doubt you guys would like that to happen, because it seems like when I come into these live streams, everybody's enjoying themselves. The K-Wings take away your problems. They make you feel good. They listen to you. They help you, unlike some other personalities out there in this world which just ignore you. Because the K-Wings are different. And if you guys, by some chance, can help the K-Wings out by just advertising once in a while, you get to keep those personalities that will be there. These two people right here who will be there, that will listen to you, that will stay there, that will be part of your lives for you and generations to come. So that way, at that point in time, it's what it is. But
I'm inspired.
But by going ahead,
That's pretty inspiring.
you're.
Is he talking about us?
I guess so, yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying straight up right here. This needs to be said, because I know it's hard for you guys to explain this to your fan base, and while there is so many people here, is that I'm a person that I've known the K-Wings now. It's going to be 5 years this year. This September will be 5 years that I've known Luke and Amber.
Really? 5 years? That's a silver moblin. You're not going to be able to kill
And
him.
for 5 years,
Because he's silver.
Luke and Amber have done nothing but give and help everyone else for themselves. Luke and Amber have gone beyond and above for everybody that they could. I mean, I saw the other day, Luke went ahead, he was telling me about a person who has cancer, that is terminally ill, and he wanted to do a community live stream for this person, for this child, to make sure that because they claim that he is their favorite YouTube personality, so he wanted to do that, and that's what I'm saying. He's given to where there is not many YouTubers that would do that, and when you see two people whose lives are affected by a crash because of some,
Change weapons.
it's one of those things where, as fans, that I'm asking y'all who are fans to help in the matter of just pushing content. You don't have to donate. You don't have to give money. I mean, if you want to give Luke and Amber $1 million to make Disney World, to make K-Wing Land, by all means, more.
No K-Wing Land.
More power.
That is a fool's dream. It is so weird.
You know what? Don't donate to have our channel stay up. Donate to Kwing Land for the future.
To do that, and at that point in time, we could talk that business. We could talk that type of business. If you want to be a what we call an investor.
I hate you.
However,
I really do.
however, in all seriousness, it's not really the situation is that short-term money is not going to solve a problem. Like donating and stuff, that's not going to solve the problem. What's going to solve the problem is making sure that in reality, it's just like a movie box office. If the more people have butts in the seats to watch a movie, the more money in the case scenario they make to keep that movie going. In this case scenario, if it seems like there is a decline of viewership, whether it's content that you guys don't like something, or whether you're not getting something. And if you're watching this live stream and you don't get the videos, clicking the bell icon is a way that it will text you on your phone telling you, hey, look, K-Wings released a new video. That way you can make sure you got it, or at least check every single day to make sure if you're missing something that you check the videos to make sure they're there. But
Because you're not going to get notified. Even the bell, Travis, it says you might be notified. The best way, just like in the old days, just check the channel. We release videos 3 times a day, 7 a.m., 1 p.m., and 3 p.m., and we stream usually at 6 p.m. or 9 p.m.
I mean, the thing is that what we're going to try to do, hopefully in the near future, is that if everything goes well, we're going to try to get the K-Wings website back up and running. It might have a whole new domain name, but we're going to try to get the K-Wing, the K-Wing Reviews website back up and running to go ahead and just give out to where you guys could be notified via the website of a new video, so that way you could be assured that you get the video. But that is,
Yeah, that's the website actually was doing pretty decent. We had close to 2 million traffic a month, like on that website alone. So I mean, that website was really
it
helping
was.
when the problem started in the summer because of Universe Man. So I like Universe. That's an easy way of explaining it. Because YouTube does kind of revolve around that one individual. It's scary to think that one
For
person
someone
could be
like Bryce,
responsible
who's
for the
saying, "I would
downfall of
donate
an
to you if
entire
I could,
organization."
but they do not have super chats for iOS. Bryce, it's not the. It's like I said, they're not asking for donations. Donations are nice, but it's a short-term solution for a long-term problem. The long-term problem, in order to cure the long-term problem, is that you need a long-term fix. The long-term fix is you guys. Is whether if you, like I said, if you don't like certain series and you guys as a mass majority, we don't like this, or you want to see something else or something, you guys need to speak up. If for some reason you guys don't get videos, you guys, if you could just check the channel every day at least, because there's always new videos every single day, so that way you never miss it. Stuff like that. And if there's someone you know that's never seen the K-Wings that you think they would enjoy it, please share it. Share it on Facebook, Twitter. Make sure that if you put it on Twitter, you put in hashtag Kwings. So that way you can start a trend. And as a group going together in like an army, if you guys in this chat right here would push stuff like this, not only would you help the K-Wings, but you would also maybe help someone else who might be in need to have a good day, to actually get a good day, because then they can maybe come into this live stream themselves and be like, hey, you guys inspired me, and be inspired and continue being happy. There's a lot of things that people can do that if we all work together, we can
I
do.
think this is gambling.
Yeah, sorry, Travis, continue.
don't
Luke
know.
was just talking about the game.
How no one uses Facebook. There is people who use Facebook. I still use Facebook.
I actually, my Facebook is connected to my Twitter, which is still weird. I kind of want to know what happened, like, after my Twitter rant last night. Like, if I have, like, brand ambassadors calling for my blood or something.
Why be afraid to say the truth, though? It's so stupid.
I wasn't afraid. I was annoyed,
This
so,
is
I
what I
mean...
don't understand.
You can say what you want.
Yeah, this is what I don't understand. Like what you were talking about before, Travis, and you, Luke, too. Like about how people didn't trust places like IGN because they were paid to say stuff, and so what happened was these little like reviewers popped up on YouTube that were like, "This is my real opinion, guys," and they would do that. And now what happened is the companies found that out, and they're like, "Oh, we'll just buy we'll buy off every single independent reviewer." You know, and so now nothing you know is true. And so, like, someone like Luke who's like, oh, well, I'm gonna say, you know, the truth no matter what, and also you, Travis, it's just like, you guys say your opinion no matter what, and then other people are like, oh, why aren't you being nice and smiley about these games like everyone else? It's like, because I'm telling you the truth, but nobody wants to hear the truth.
Bandai.
They want to hear what
I'm
everyone
gonna tell
else
the
is
story
saying.
on my side. Bandai Namco sent me Naruto Storm 4 early because back in the day I was known for Naruto on Twitch. So everybody who played Naruto Storm competitively knew me and stuff like this. So like Bandai, first people to contact me, you want a new game? Oh heck yeah, I want the new game. Give it to me as fast as possible. I want it. They gave it to me a week early. I played the game. I was disappointed because everyone else who got it was given it like the best ratings. Like, oh my gosh, this is like the ultimate Naruto game. This is the last Naruto game. This is the best Naruto game. And I stated in my review that this was a piece of crap. That what they did is they pretty much went ahead and they made half a game. This is still the same game back when it was released in February 2016 that they showcased back in September. The only thing they did was to shortcut it. They put screenshots in, they put like 50% screenshots throughout the entire story mode rather than actually animating it like previous Naruto Storm games. And I made an entire review. I cursed and I used profanity. I did everything in this video. But the one thing that I stated was it was not Bandai's fault. It was the developer side, CyberConnect 2, because, and I will state the reason why, was because CyberConnect 2, come to find out, actually got the contract to do the Final Fantasy VII episode game remake. So they pulled off all their developers off the project when they got it to start making this, and they left like 2 or 3 people there left to make the game. So under time constraints, they had to cheat it out. And this was the fault of CyberConnect 2 not finishing one project at a time before starting on the next one.
Because they didn't have the staff for it.
You know what happens when people aren't honestly reviewing games? Is that they keep making crappy games for people to play because they realize nobody cares.
And everybody
So
else was rating the game perfectly. And when I made my review about it, and I had my agent at Bandai see it, I never once stated it was Bandai's fault. I thanked them for giving me an early release copy. I thanked them for everything. I just went after the developer of it. But Bandai took it the wrong way, and Bandai went ahead and pulled me out of their program just because of that reason. Was because I told the truth about what I thought about the game. And everybody who then after that watched the review and such was like, dude, you're actually right. The game's broken. No crap. Like...
Yeah, like... I think like Luke had something like, well, when you reviewed that terrible Zorro game, you actually had some of the developers contact you and be like, thank you for being honest, because I told them this game was going to be terrible, and it was.
You see,
and like, you know, sometimes developers even appreciate
well, you see,
it.
the thing is that back in the day, the publishers like, okay, and I will state the name of one publisher in particular because you don't work with them anyway, is Capcom. Capcom was...
We have a pretty good relationship with them because of Tony.
Well, back in the day, Capcom's not like this no more. Capcom is like this.
Yeah, no,
but
they're not.
Capcom back in the day, this is what the fans really got upset about when they found out about this. Capcom would pay IGN to make sure that so-and-so game was rated 9+. And then when the fans actually played the game, because they were reading these magazines, they're like, "Oh, this is a 9 rated game, so this is a AAA title. This has got to be good." And they're like, "Well, wait a minute, this game sucks. How did this get a score of 9?" Was because some publishers like Capcom back in the day would pay for reviews, and then you would have people like Luke here who would actually go ahead and make a YouTube video later on and be like, "This isn't a 9 game. This is more like a 5."
Wait, what was the game? What was the game? What was the game?
I'm not sure. Like, for you, I'm not sure. I'm just making it as an example. But one game in particular that I know of that this happened that fans got really upset with was that of Resident Evil 6.
Oh,
Resident
yeah,
Evil
I
6
remember
got a
that.
good rating,
Yeah.
but every fan's like, this is worse than Resident Evil 5. This is no more longer survival horror game. This is now a action game. What happened to the series? But every game like magazine or review that was bought was paid to be like, yeah, this is the best game you can play of this year, man. That's why, like, when it comes down to it, that's why, yeah, I would say you have to trust the opinion of certain people. That's why, like, when you review something like, let's be honest here, okay? We're going to talk about a movie. It's called Bad Blood. Batman Bad Blood. It's one of the worst films that I've ever seen, okay? But every other person on Twitter that you fought, and every other person I've seen that did a review was not honest. They all, when they talked about it and stuff like this, they was like, oh, this is the greatest film. This is like a really good Batman film and such. And then one person yourself's like, this isn't really a Batman film. Like, if it was under, it's just like The Killing Joke. If it was under a different title and such, it would be a lot different of a scenario. But it's like, this is kind of like clickbait, you know? Like, this is like clickbait. This is not really what it's supposed to be like. That's the reason why independent reviewers are actually better in that case scenario. But there's a lot...
You had to bring up Bad Blood.
But...
I hate that movie.
Let's put it like this, like, that's why you are who you are. That's the reason why you're a good person. It's because you're not going to go ahead and be paid off. Like, I cannot see you have someone come knock on your door and say, here's a video game or here's a movie, I need you to do a good review of this. and we're gonna pay you X amount of dollars to do this. You're the type of person that if you watch it and you don't like it, or you play it and you don't like it, you're gonna state you don't like it.
Yeah, we had a couple years ago, when things were going really well and Disney Infinity was one of our main series, we had some Flash companies contact us. And
yeah,
I can talk about it now. They were offering us $2,500.
They pay the most money for the worst games.
They were offering us $2,500 of video to talk about a Flash game that was so bad. And they writ down, like, I think it was 6 talking points that we had to mention to get that money. And I was like, I talked to Tony, and I was like, we can't do this. And he's like, why can't you do it? He says, the money's good. It's like, we can't do this because not only are there talking points in this, but we have to say that something is fun to play when this is terrible.
Can I interject something?
Yeah.
$2,500 is like, just if people don't know because they think that the other YouTubers they watch are like saints, that's like bottom line, like what most people get, like
Per brand deal.
And almost every video they have is a brand deal.
Yeah.
Like, they never say that they're having a brand deal, but every single video they put out is a brand deal. So, like, people who... And then, in addition to that, they ask money from their fans. And many of them get much more than that per video. And Luke turns that kind of stuff down all the time. Because he doesn't feel like being dishonest. Okay, continue.
I don't think it's good
Continue,
to...
because it's not right. Continue.
Well, I don't like the talking points were going to have me lie and say that, you know, in order to promote a new movie that was coming out by DreamWorks, we had to play a Flash game that was done by DreamWorks, and the horse is walking by itself.
Oh, sorry. I'm looking for the choreo.
How is the horse walking by itself? That's
Continue.
weird.
Why don't you keep
So I mean, you know,
I need to check this horse into a stable.
You don't have any more horses.
Oh, this is the first time I've ever soothed a horse.
Well,
I've never gotten one before.
Okay.
I'm naming it. I don't know.
All right, you can take it to a stable.
I'm gonna name it Luke.
Oh,
I don't know.
Because it has no
You should just call the horse May.
stamina.
May?
The horse has no stamina. It's like Ganon.
Yeah. What
You
were
can't
saying
yell
about your
it? Like if you
Flash
press
games?
A, it has no stamina at all?
What happens if you ate the A button, Ambi? Nope, no stamina.
I like it. He's nice.
It's a
Okay.
horse.
Yeah, it's a strange horse. So no, I mean, I've done that before because I mean, I don't feel that it's right to
I mean,
say something is good when it isn't because I mean,
one of them was a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one, and it was like, Luke, and you were like, you showed it to me, and I even played it for a little bit. And I would go back to you, it's like, Luke, this game is stupid.
yeah.
I mean, like, and that, I mean, that's just how YouTube works. And what do YouTubers do with all that money? Why are they always begging? I can't really get into it, but basically they spend it on advertising.
Oh, let me. I want to finish though. The thing is, we did look at Flash games, and they were sponsored, and we did receive pay for them. But we did tell you, and we were told that we could be ourselves and we could talk about whatever we wanted. We didn't have to come out and say the game was amazing. Go play it. You know, go to this website, click. You know, sign up for this game. Sign up for these features. If there's no talking points, and I sit down with the developer or speak to them on the phone after my PR guy sets it up, I talk to them. It's like, hey, okay, listen, this is what we're about. This is what we do with our channel. I understand this is a paid sponsorship, but I can't, in full conscience, talk about this, this, and this. And if they say no, it's like, thank you for your time. I appreciate that, but we can't look at your product. And then I hang up. But if they agree to my terms... that, okay, you know, you don't have to talk about this, we're not expecting you to sell this, or we're not expecting you to be dishonest about this, you know, just play the game, tell us what you think about, and, you know, we'll give you such and such. Then I can come to an agreement with them. But I've never, ever done the thing where even if they dangle as much money in front of me as possible, I can't do it because it's not right.
And just to interject here on something else is, I'm no longer K-Bro, just call me Travis. Let's just stop that. I mean, because I don't know where I'm gonna end up being at in like a month from now. So yeah, don't get to know me anymore, people. That's all I'm gonna say. But continue on.
It's
Oh, okay, yeah. The K-Bro thing was a couple years ago, but Travis has been like our best friend for almost
The reason why
5
I did
years.
the K-Bro thing
and-
was because there are some other people who know Luke in a sense that do not like me, but now apparently.
Oh, that was right. Yeah, we had to just like
but you know what's funny?
I've told. Yeah.
They like me now.
That's
Yeah,
weird. I guess time heals all
Apparently
wounds.
so. Like that's the reason why I'm saying like now I'm not even hiding no more because they already know who I was working with, which you. They already know what I do and everything, and they're all like, "Oh, that's fine, dude. We're just hoping everything's going good for you nowadays because everything's going pretty good for us. Hey, can you take a look at my channel and tell me what's wrong with it so that way I can make more money?"
But I mean, yeah. Why don't you? Yeah, you can whatever you want. I mean, in a way, like to survive, if Luke and I had to, we would have to do the brand deal thing, and there's no other. We would just do it like a job, like everyone else. But it's not like we would be giving in and being lower than every other channel because everybody on the entire YouTube already does that. They just don't tell you they do that. Like, and the worst thing is, we'll actually tell you we're doing it, whereas they won't. They'll be like, I really like this game.
We have to.
They will literally lie to you and say
Amber,
that they enjoy the game when they're being paid to say it.
According to the law.
And they can be paid up to $10,000 to say that.
Listen to me.
Yeah,
according to the law, you have to state.
But they don't always.
I know, and they're going to get sued one of these days because what they're doing is like there's a term for it. There's a legal term for it that's very dangerous. That if you do something that you receive compensation for, it was a sponsored product by a company. So not only could you get in trouble, but also the company that you're showcasing. If you do not fully disclose that this is a paid sponsorship or this was a free product, you can get in serious problems now.
It's failure disclosure. You need to go ahead and make sure you disclose everything because if you...
FTC is cracking down because they're under... It's a new administration now, so the last administration didn't care so much about stuff outside of Hollywood, so now the new organization... It's part of the current presidency or whatever. FTC laws are going to become stricter. Like actually, the bill might already been ratified.
Bad thing because what ended up happening was with Obama as president. What ended up happening is that he regulated that now the FTC can regulate the internet. So that's the reason why the Nintendo the brand ambassador program had to start initiating the FTC regulations. It's because if it can happen on TV, radio, and advertising can happen on the internet, if you're in the U.S. market, you have to showcase that this is a sponsored product, because that was the fight, and that's why the FTC is now involved with the internet. It never used to be, but now it is. It's because that's where advertisements are at now, because the biggest medium for advertisements is what now? YouTube and the internet, completely. So the internet itself is a massive advertisable platform. So
you can probably steal that fish
So
now.
that's where it all comes down to. Which isn't a bad thing. Because then people like other content creators and such should be forced to be like, this video was sponsored by blah 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 blah, and do this kind of stuff. But because they fail the rules, they should get in a lawsuit over it. Because, I mean, the company has the right, like in reality, okay, for the Nintendo brand ambassador, you and I know that there's a bunch of brand ambassadors who don't put in their titles or in their video at all, sponsored by Nintendo. They don't. Nintendo has full right to give these people a lawsuit and take everything they have because they compensated them by giving them this game or this console or this product of whatever it is.
Or sending them to E3, sending them to backroom things, yeah. And I mean, I was actually contemplating this too, like, because they got the system sent to them as well, don't they have to disclose that the system that they're playing on is not one that they have? Like, every video that they work on that system, they should be telling people. It's not just one-time thank you.
But that's like... I'll tell you what, I'll believe it when I see it. I don't believe... Because I just believe that everyone in this country is corrupt,
I'm just telling Amber here, it's never gonna happen. Those people are not gonna do it, and Nintendo most likely is not going to sue them because this is the case scenario. YouTube would sue you, but they're not gonna go sue someone who has 1 million subscribers.
If you get big enough on YouTube, you're untouchable.
In a sense, you are
basically.
untouchable, into a sense, because this is the thing. With you,
Wait, can you use a boat on the raft?
if you
That'd
would
be
draw
kinda
in, let's say with you would draw in 20% sales to Nintendo from your content alone. Then yeah, Nintendo would be like, oh no, that's fine. You don't even have to say it's sponsored no more. Yeah, that is perfectly fine. But because you don't drive those sales, Nintendo is the type of people that would be like, oh no, you need to do this, otherwise we're gonna sue you. But you don't drive enough of the sales.
The boat is tied up. You have
That's
to cut
what's
the
so
rope.
stupid about this, because they don't follow their own
But-
rules.
But in reality, well, I don't want to get into the taboo subjects, but
Taboo.
you know, in reality, some people who appear as though they're bringing in sales are not, and some people who appear like they're not bringing as many sales actually have more real viewers than, you know. But I can't talk about that subject because it's the one taboo.
So what happens if you put stand at the edge of the boat and put your oar in the water and swing it?
Oh, have you?
Oh, that's
Do you have
lame.
something that's metal around
I have
you
to go-
with that boat?
Do we have something metal
Yeah,
that's
if you
with
get
the boat?
something metal, right, and you use the magnet, this is like a cool little trick that you could do with the boat. And you have something that's metal, you could take it and you could put it against the mast of the boat, like the sail part of the boat, and you could actually make it into like a motorboat. It's a glitch.
Well, I have a
We can
sword.
bring in a metal box.
Yeah, like a metal box. Like I saw, like I think it was like a Dollar Smash or something that did this, where they pushed it against the sail and they just drove the boat like a motorboat all across the water. But you gotta be.
What you would need is can you put the amiibo mode on, Amber? I'm gonna get you the Guardian, and the Guardian will bring some metal boxes. This will be interesting to see. Just you know how to switch your powers, right? No? Okay, I'm gonna get the
This?
Guardian amiibo.
I'm not sure if they patched this. But I've seen this video like several times. Also, there's something else, like, you know that video I sent you before, you should totally try that, is you need to put like a boulder in time status and keep knocking it, like keep hitting the crap out of it over and over and over and over again.
I want to see if this works. So there's your metal boxes. So what you would do you want...
You should go ahead and get like a boulder, find a boulder that you can move, that you can grab onto, you can hang on the side of it, and you should put it in time status and just keep beating it so that way it flies, and then just jump on top of it before time runs out and go flying with it.
We made a video on that. Apparently we weren't doing it well enough. We made a video called Flying Rock,
Well, yeah, if you take
and people were telling me I was doing the glitch
well,
wrong.
if you go ahead and you take the box apparently and you push it against the sail, like the wooden pole part of it, and you push against it, that the boat is gonna go ahead and start moving on its own. That is supposed to.
That's crazy.
I can find the video for it.
So you would take you would take the magnet and you would put it up against the boat, and then you're gonna push the boat.
On the boat.
With you on the boat though, you have to be on the boat too.
So basically, you gotta be on the boat, grab the metal box, plate the metal box, get on the boat, grab it, and then you gotta be right next to the sail, and you gotta push it. Then you gotta push that against the pole of the boat, and it turns it into a motorboat. I've seen so many videos of that. I laugh so hard.
You want me to do it, or you want to do it? Oh my
Whoa!
gosh!
That is
Whoa,
cool.
That's awesome. Hobbit wanted to let you know that the Discord link is not in the description of any videos except for the streams. So maybe we should put it in the description of more videos.
So
Okay.
now you don't have the paddle no more. Now you can actually just go sail the sea like a motorboat.
That is cool. What do we use this
Man.
for though?
How does that guy find out all those little things?
Because all he does is
Push the
Nintendo.
box?
No. Get it out.
I even asked him. I said, "Are you gonna do anything like anything other than Nintendo. He's like, I only do Nintendo. Nintendo systems.
Well, you used
Because
to
I was
do
like,
that.
it'd be fun to play you in Injustice because you're decent at fighting games. He's like, no. It's like, oh. He plays shooters and he plays some other stuff like Pokemon and Yokai Watch stuff. Because I was like, it'd be kind of fun just to play Injustice sometime. He's like, I don't do the other systems. So I was at that point when I first started. I only did Nintendo stuff, and you really can't because when an instance like this happens, I mean, if our whole business was Nintendo, we'd be sunk right now. Because I mean, if you're not one of those first responders, I mean, it's very difficult. I wish YouTube wasn't like that, but it is.
Looks like you're getting a
Okay,
kick
that's
out
really
right.
cool
It
though.
looks like you get a kick out right now of a motorboat.
I know, I'm enjoying this. This is fun. I'm gonna take it out into the open ocean, actually. That's what I'm trying to do. But it's not cooperating as well as I wanted it to. It's fun though. Okay, so then just push it up against it. Yo. Oh nope, the box fell. I mean, it takes some. Maybe the other boxes are bigger that you get. I mean, these are boxes from the amiibo thing. So I mean, it's not your normal box. It's not
But it
quite
still
as.
works, which is funny.
Yeah, it still works. I might have sunk my box. Oh wait, there's.
Well,
Is
let
there
me go
another?
ahead and
Oh,
let
there's
you
a
guys
chest
go,
there.
'cause my phone's about ready to die anyway. I'll let y'all continue.
Oh, yeah.
To stream because I made plans with April that I'm gonna go ahead and spend the night at her place over there and go sleep on the couch. Because we got
Okay.
a parade that she wants to go to first thing in the morning.
Parade?
Yeah, the firemen of our city over here, they do a parade once a year where they have like the fire trucks and the horns and everything, and they go down Main Street basically, and it's for the firemen. It's called the Fireman Parade. So she wants to go to.
That's
she wants
cool.
to go to that tomorrow. But we got to be up early for that, and where I live at, where she lives at, is quite a bit of a distance. So I said to her that I'll go ahead and sleep at her place just to make sure that we get there on time. Otherwise, if I sleep here and I go way over there, then I'm gonna have to make sure I get up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
That sounds fun. Well, I hope you guys have fun at the parade and
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Say
don't
hi
like
to
parades.
April.
I'm doing it because she wants to. Recently, I realized I've been doing more and more stuff that she wants to, and not what I want to do.
Careful. What if she's watching this?
Well, that's what that was
I
what
want to do. That I said it again. So she's watching it.
that's basically what Luke did. He pretends he didn't, but that's basically what he did when he dated me too. You did. You did a lot of nice things for me. You went way out of your way. You even told me that
And I
you
think
were.
tomorrow, also tomorrow afternoon, we might go watch the movie Boss Baby.
Oh, Boss Baby's still in
That's
theaters?
very
Yeah.
cute.
So
It's not in theaters where we are. I mean, we might see that Guardians of the Galaxy
Oh,
thing.
Okay, you told me when we were dating that you basically had no money, but you used like every penny to take me out.
Oh,
on dates.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
And I
that's
didn't
true.
even
Guys,
know.
later
I was
on.
just like, oh.
everybody to stream, you have a good night, and I'll talk with y'all later.
Yeah.
All right.
Good night,
You have a good night,
Travis.
Travis. Enjoy your
I will.
parade.
Bye-bye.
Bye-byes.
Bye.
That motorboat thing is really cool. I want that. Look at that. Look at how easy it is to fish in the water. That. And boom. So yeah, guys, this has been a little bit longer stream than I guess. I mean, it was fun though. What do you? Did you have fun?
Yeah.
Yeah,
George Vader says, I've been watching you guys since the 10s. Love you guys. Virtual hugs. Thanks, George Vader. Yeah, I know. What were we supposed to call that age? Like, the 10. Would that be like 2010? 2010s?
The tens?
Yeah.
When they don't most people call it the teens? Isn't
I
that?
don't know.
Because I mean, we're almost in the 20s.
Yeah, I can try to watch that video, Superior Guy. I'll look for it. Thank you. Hello. He says, please pray for me from Reed because my grandpa's in the hospital. I'm also having problems getting bullied, and my cousin is doing something. You shouldn't be. Oh, we'll definitely keep you in your our prayers, Reed. I'm sorry to hear that, and we'll definitely keep your grandpa in our prayers too. Virtual hugs, but hello, Simon's in the chat.
Ah!
It says Link had fun on this stream and didn't even get beat up. LOL. Hello, Simon the puppy. We have so many friendly animals on this stream.
Wait, if I put it like right up against the sail.
Aw, that's very sweet, Lord Whimsy. Aw, I actually wish that I could help other, like, some of you guys, because I know a lot of you guys have your own YouTube channels, and I wish I could do that and help promote that too, but I'm, you know, it's hard with us, like, just like we're kind of struggling on our own, just trying to build ourselves up. Otherwise I would totally, I wish we could make our own network someday, because you guys have a lot of awesome YouTube channels, and I do try to take a look at some of them and watch some of them and see what you guys are up to once in a while, but I don't really do that often enough. I wish there was a way that we could, like, you know, have a website where people could put, like, I told Luke it would be awesome if we could have some of our viewers review some games and post them on our website or something. You know, like community reviews of different things. And that would be amazing. That's how I would incorporate
Like a
it.
community spotlight type thing?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's just like finding a way to get, I mean, the website, there's no money to run the website anymore, and I mean, we have all these ideas, but I don't really know how to bring them to fruition. Because,
well, I mean, it's not just, like, people are like, oh, you just need help, but it's also, like, you need a monthly expense of running the site and everything, and, you know, like, we actually would have enough if we didn't have this government bills coming out right now. So we actually we couldn't afford our website right now, so we had to shut it down, basically. Well, I told Luke don't pay it for 1 month, but then they shut it down, so yeah. It's kind of like, I shouldn't have done that. It's kind of my fault the website went down.
I didn't even know we were paying that much for the website, though. I had no idea.
Kwing is showing an interesting way to row the boat from Samantha. That's great.
I'm trying. Oh, wow!
One of Bad Fan said, one of these streams I will get you to Eventide Island. I will even have to help you step by step via Skype on voice if I have to, from Bad Fan. Thanks, Captain George. He said your best wishes are enough for me, but I do try to check you guys, you know, like, just knowing that some of you guys try to, you know, do honest reviews of games and just, like, try to be yourselves is enough for us, like, to know that. Like, you know, carry on the, like, you know, I've seen some people do reviews that they just are themselves, like, whatever yourself is, like, yourselves won't be like us, but, you know, like, and some of you will be, but some of you guys won't be. You'll be whatever your personality is, and just be honest. Like, there's so many, I'm sorry, but there's so many YouTubers that are literally paid off by big companies to lie and just say, oh, this game is great when it isn't. So if you guys are able to make a channel that you guys can just be yourself and not be paid off by people, because when you start growing, they will come and they will offer you money. It doesn't even matter if you're just growing a little bit. They'll offer you big sums of money, like, and it's just really interesting. And sometimes I wonder, like, I mean, I'm not trying to get all deep or anything, but sometimes I wonder, like, if just being on YouTube, people offer me this much money to lie and say something is good when it isn't. I mean, how much more must Hollywood people be offered?
My boat!
You know, to do that kind of stuff. And if we can just, like, try to be honest and just be ourselves and just make, you know, just have that little piece of the internet where you can just be yourself, be honest, and just talk about what you like to talk about, and don't let a big company influence you and tell you, well, you need to work with us now. It's like, you don't need to work with them. The only reason they're after you is because they can see that you are bringing in people that are like you, and, you know, you have actual viewers. You know, because companies aren't real. They're not real humans. They're like, companies are like, I don't know. They're like, I don't know what to describe, but if I could see a company, it would look like a evil monster to me because they're like soulless things that only care about money. So you should just, if you do a YouTube channel, you should do what you like and don't care about what anyone else says. Yeah.
These
Alright,
guys
I'm
are
done.
trying to do my boat.
That's what companies look like right there. That are after you.
Go away! There we go. I'm safe now.
Good job.
I'm on my boat! This is great! This is great! I'm hanging out on my boat, and this is just Link's log. He's just kind of... he's doing his thing. So I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing out on this vast ocean, but it's pretty cool.
You know what I really missed that I did not get to do in this game is I didn't get to get another one of those hoods and dye it orange. I really wanted to see what he looked like in an orange hood.
You wanted to make him Aquaman?
Well, I wanted an orange hood at least.
My box? Why do I keep dropping my box? It's very annoying.
Shoot them from bad fans.
No! They've done nothing wrong that I know of. I want to go out into the big ocean.
Luke, Kwing, do you know about the new DLC pack for Breath of the Wild?
Yes,
from
I do.
Jelani?
Yes, I do. We'll be looking at DLC for this game.
Poor Link. I knew it was too good to last. Simon's, that's because, and yeah, thanks again, Simons, for everything. And, yeah, that's because Luke is playing, and I'm not. He likes to torture Link, and I like to gather berries in the forest and pet animals and stuff. And when Luke plays, it's like, he's just gonna basically destroy Link over and over again.
It's fun to destroy Link. Everybody plays the way they want. I play the way I want.
But yeah, I mean, like, once we get it, right now we're in Limbo Land, like, everyone's I get, like, whenever, I almost don't want to stream, because every time I stream, people ask me to do all this stuff, and it's like, I do want to do those things, but I literally can't do any of them right now, because I literally have to wait till we get into our new place, and, you know.
I want to turn it into a motorboat, but it's not, I want to go out into the ocean, in the middle of nowhere.
And yeah, I mean, like, you guys probably will not be seeing as much of, K-Bro in the future, because we just simply can't afford, as much. I don't know what's gonna happen, so...
It was a good run, but we're gonna, I mean, if Injustice is a major bomb for us and we're not doing well, I mean, we're gonna have to cut back on a lot of things. I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, this is our last month that we can, if Injustice is a failure, and by failure, I mean, if it's only getting like 10,000 views an episode, I mean, we're in big trouble.
You know, I mean, we're only missing one element. I mean, we have the videos, we have the commentary, we have the setup to do the videos, you know, we have the audience. Well, we did, even though they can't see our videos. There's only one thing missing from our channel.
Advertisement.
Yeah, that's the only thing. And we just, I mean, at some point, maybe if we were able to pay, like, the only thing, you know, when YouTube isn't showing our videos in the search engine, then there's one easy way to remedy that. You just have to pay a company to do it for you. And, you know, once we get, you know, the funds for that, that's really all we would need. And our channel would go right back up. I think in no time. I really think.
Yeah, and that's pretty much. I'm on a boat in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, we just have to wait to move, because I don't know how to say this, but I don't know if I should tell them any more information. But we're kind of being watched for our spending right now, so it's just like we're just kind of having everything hit us at one time. So it's just like,
Nuts.
So, and everybody's, you know, it's funny because our networks are like, don't tell your fans about, you know, just talk like you're happy, but it's just like, well, this is kind of what's actually going on, so.
Link is like Castaway.
Well,
I lost my box!
it won't, because we have, you know, we have faith that it will be okay. Like, people are like, I don't want this channel to die. And
faith is a very important part of who we are.
Yeah.
Alright, so let's go
Yeah.
with...
Like, actually, we've been in worse situations than this, but
Oh,
we
yeah.
never told anybody before.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't know if you guys know, but when we first did the Let's Play channel, the first year, we literally didn't have enough to pay our rent for more than 1 month.
My boat!
Remember that, Luke?
Yeah.
And we just prayed a lot, and we were able to move that channel up from 200 subscribers to, oh, it was this channel.
There was this channel.
To the amount we have now. So we did not, and we didn't even, like, we had no family help at all. Like, we had a very difficult family situation, and we basically had nobody. Like, if we didn't have the second month's rent, we would have, I don't know, if, like, we would be more worried about our marriage surviving rather than our business, because, like, Luke is disabled, so he can't really work outside of here, so it's just, so, you know, and I'm working on that, because I'm always working on Luke's health. Like, I believe that eventually I'm gonna, you know, be able to, not that I will fix Luke's health problems, but, you know, that hopefully someday that God will, but,
I think
you know,
my boat
just,
shrunk.
Yeah.
My boat's gone.
But yeah, I mean, like, I'm always working on stuff, like, that I look up about, because Luke has a lot of health problems from his car accident. And just feeding him stuff like spinach and different things like that, trying to get him the right things to eat. And his super juice and everything like that, and,
Did you know that bombs could float in the water? I didn't know that.
yeah. But anyway.
I think this is a good stopping point.
Yeah.
Because it's getting kind of late, and my boat is gone, so Link is going to be stranded on this iceberg forever. Because, I don't know, there's nothing else he can do.
Simons. I really appreciate that.
My boat.
Simon says, you know, our prayers are always with you. Thanks, Simons. I really appreciate that. Yeah, so, I mean, we've actually been in worse situations than this, so we know that, you know, we believe everything's gonna be okay. So, you know, and you guys should just, like, I don't know, it's weird, like, kind of society makes people think, like, everything is, like, perfect all the time, but you guys know that it's not like that all the time in your lives, and if your life has been perfect all the time, then at some point in your life, something difficult will happen, like it does to everyone. Like, society tries to tell you it doesn't, but it does. Something always happens, and most people aren't prepared. Like, they think, oh, this is the end, but that's not true. Bad stuff just happens, and then, you know, this too shall pass. Like, it will not be the end. Like, it doesn't last forever. So, you guys should know, like, if anything hard happens for you guys, it won't be the end of everything. So, I don't know what I'm saying, but just, you know, we'll be here for you guys if anything happens too. So. And, you know, we'll keep you in our thoughts and prayers as well, always, because we do always. So, yeah, we care about you guys a lot. So.
Oh. I was trying to do something cool, but didn't really work.
Yeah, so I guess this stream will end really slowly, like come to a dwindling end.
Come to a dwindling end? Should I do something exciting? I can't think of anything exciting. Wait, you gave him his Viking shield again? You did. He has his Viking shield. He actually looks kind of cool.
Aww. Okay, George Vader says, you guys remember me from the past streams. Of course I do, George Vader. I feel like I do not get noticed such other people such as Titus. Alright, well, I'll remember to notice you more, George Vader.
George Vader? That's a cool name.
Dark Donovan said he's making some videos on his channel. Captain George said, I hope Injustice goes well for you guys. You're one of the kind YouTubers on the platform. I hope everything goes well. And I hope triple my efforts to promote your content. Oh, thank you very much, Captain George. You're so awesome.
That's right. Yeah, technically the stream was coming to an end before the call.
There will be good, and I'm a huge fan. I brought Lego City. What game should I buy next? Zelda or Mario Kart 8 Deluxe from Dalton Gaming?
It depends on what you like about, like...
I would get Mario 8 Deluxe because it's fun and easy, unless you really are a tremendous fan of Zelda. I mean, I would say Zelda's the best game on the system, but if you just want a fun game just to hang out and play, with
I mean,
other
Mario
people,
Kart.
get Mario Kart. But
Yeah.
if you want to spend a long time playing it, then get Zelda. So if you want to spend a short time playing it, play Mario Kart. And if not, then if you want to spend a long time, then play Zelda. No, that's alright, guys. I really appreciate everything. If you guys been to too many games before, I might be going.
We can't go to any
this
conventions
year.
this year.
We had to cut back this year, but in the future, we definitely would like to go to some more conventions.
All our YouTube royalties for this year are being used to move and to pay our bills, or taxes, or whatever.
Oh, no problem, Reed, and we will keep your grandpa in our thoughts and prayers, bud. Virtual hugs. Yeah, Mordecai says I play Mario Kart. But yeah, I definitely remember you, Star Wars. Wait, I just forgot your... there's so many people with a Star Wars name. I think that's why, like, I remember the shorter names more.
Okay. Do you have anything else to say?
No,
honey?
I think that, somebody's, anyway, so thank you guys all for watching. Sorry if I didn't get to everyone's comments, but I really appreciate it, so...
Anyway, guys and gals, that's going to do it for the stream. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys helping my voice wake up and just, like, hanging out with you guys and talking to you. We really appreciate everything you do for us, and it's going to be crunch time when Injustice comes out in 2 weeks, so going to need your support now more than ever. So I hope you guys will enjoy the Injustice series. It starts on May 16th. There will be a story stream, or not story stream, there'll be story episodes on the Nightwing 01 channel, and there will be Versus episodes here on the Let's Play channel, a couple a day, the first week, and then just a few times a week after that, like we did when we did the original Injustice. All the DLC will be on this channel. There will be character discussions and all kinds of fun stuff, just like in the past. I wish you all a wonderful Saturday night or early Sunday morning, and until we meet again, God bless and happy gaming. Have a good one, guys and gals.